Testing. Welcome and good morning to Oridon. This one is still in the land of elves, listening to the rolling, crashing waves of the sea, which are audible but not always visible. As usual, we will start off with a little lore. And I thought we'd start off with race lore this week. And what race is more important than not the Khajiit, but even though you were on this land first, but the race of elves. Long ago, there was a race of elves, the original race of elves, known as Aldmer. They had said to have come from a kingdom, a land that sank into the ocean and no longer exists. That said, because this was prehistory, there was no proof. If that actually happened, they settled on the Somerset Isles after the sinking. If it didn't happen, they were born on the Somerset Isles. Either way, the Aldmer, with the Aldmere, the original, settled there, and then started to spread throughout Tamriel. The Aldmer that stayed on Somerset evolved into the Ultima. The difference between the two are not much. They're pretty much the same elves. They just changed their D to a T. The Aldma that went to Valenwood, what would become known as Valenwood and Craftwood, and learned to live amongst the trees, shortened in stature, and became different in culture. They became more wild, less hoity-toity, and they became known as the Bosmer, or Wood Elves, and eventually as they evolved. The Altma that then a third group of Altmer tried to break away, but they tried to break away while the Bosmer at the time had stayed under the Altmer banner. A third group tried to break away, and had some interesting things happen. But they succeeded in breaking away, which we'll get to a little more in a minute. And they became eventually known as the Chimera, which you will know does not exist anymore. The Chimera had some more interesting things happen. They went to go live with another original elf species that were already in what is now known Morrowind, known as the Dwemer. The Dwemer were an elf species that lived underground and were technologically advanced, like heavily technology advanced. However, at one time, the Dwemer found the heart of the god Lorcan and tried to create themselves a god. The Chimera were not happy, so they went to war. The Dwemer disappeared because they tried to use the heart of Lorcan. It just vanished. And then the Chimera took the heart. The Chimera promised not to use the heart. Then they used the heart, and they created 3 living gods, because they were better at it than the Dwemer. Then those 3 living gods, is the final and only living Chimera, but we still call them Dwemer, Vivek, and the other 2. Yes, the other 2 are so unimportant in names, even though one was a final boss in Morrowind. This one does not know the name right now. The actual god Azura, which the Chimera worshipped at the time, was so pissed off that they created gods, even though they were much lower gods than even the divines, that she changed the Chimera into the current-day Dunmer. And the reason we went to the Dunmer next is because that's the second longest story we have. The last longest story we have are the Aliens. The Aliens went to Cyrodiil, and there's no real notice on how they changed. We don't know what they look like, very much. We just assume they kind of look like the Altmer or the Altmer. They went to Cyrodiil and they settled. They were originally with the Bosmer part of the Altmer's group. Is that light going through my skin? I think this one has problems. I must be ghost. Anyway, they still in what was known as Cyrodiil. And they are the ones that created the White Cold Tower, which is why it looks like alien ruins. And then they spread throughout the entire Tamriel region, outside the areas we just talked about, and even sometimes in the areas we just talked about as great conquerors. And they created alien cities above ground and underground, and those are all the ruins we see. All the big stone elven ruins are from the aliens era. They paved most of the broken roads we travel, all that aliens. They were rude. They were possibly even worse than the Ultima of today. Don't let the Queen hear this one say that. They may even be worse with the Ultima of 1,000 years from now when they become anti-Talos worshippers. Remember, Talos does not even exist yet. So, the humans come down, alright? And we're not going to focus too much on the humans, because their story isn't important here yet. But, the humans come down, alright? And the Ultima enslave them. I'm sorry, the aliens enslave them. And, like, it's really enslave them. And, every human that came down here are pretty much in slave camp. And they last like that for a while. So much a while that the aliens end up treating with some of the High Rock area halt more and create the Britons. And that is why the Britons are so good at magic. They are actually part elf. Anyway, moving forward. The aliens last like that for a while, but then the humans are like, this sucks. We don't like being, just because we're primitive, it doesn't mean we like being under control of people and slaves. A human woman known as Alessa, who you probably know better as Saint Alessa, pushes forward and creates a rebellion. At this time, the aliens are weak because they worship mostly Daedra, and they're summoning Daedra, and none of the Daedra are friends with other Daedra. So the humans push forward, create a rebellion so strong that eventually it works, along with Alessa gaining the blessing from Akatosh. When she gains the blessing from Akatosh, she comes and gets the Amulet of Kings and is named Emperor. However, before that, as they're warring, as best as this one can understand, warrior from the future in futuristic armor with a light gun and or light magic comes from the future, and his name is Pelenio Whitestrake. You may know him from other games. He's shown up as a ghost once or twice. He was insane, racist against elves, and extremely violent. And he marched through the entire land and killed Elf King after Elf King. And when he joined Alessia, no one could stand between him and her armies. Eventually, the majority of the aliens were killed. It was like they were an endangered species at the end. The aliens that lasted and gave up and or supported her attempt were originally given king lordships, but they were taken from them in the Elysian doctrine. And then the aliens kind of just integrated with other elven cultures, and the entire culture of aliens were then gone forever. And that is the history of the elves. That's where we're at now. The Ultima are the direct descendants of the Aldmer. They are basically the same race. The Bosmer are lost their height and stature, but became faster and able to live in the woods and love to hunt, and entered the Green Pack. And the Dunmer were cursed to be like that. Oh, there is one more. I completely forgot. There were the two more, actually. There were the Dunmer, and then there were the Snow Elves. Snow Elves were one of the original. The Snow Elves were on Tamriel before the Aldmer went to go visit Tamriel. No one knows their history, other than they were already here. Eventually, during everything going on, the humans coming in and everything, they were enslaved by the Dwemer before their vanishing. They were enslaved for such a long time that they evolved into skinny, blind, creepy creatures, you know, as Falma, which you know from both Oblivion and Skyrim. I'm sure they show up in here too. Oh man, trapped on the rope. And then lastly, there were a group of Aldmer that chased after the future Chimera as they tried to escape and tried to stop them. They were led with their half-god, a important half-god, which was a child of Akatosh, most likely. And I forget his name. Anyway, the child of Akatosh was eaten by a Daedra that was helping the Chimera escape, and then shut out as another Daedra, you know, as, I think, Moloch? And Moloch has the basic look of, well, an orc. And every single elf that was in his command at that time during that battle was transformed into an orc. And that's how the orc race became. They too are a version of elves. And that's all we have time for today. Now we go play. I know how to use mounts, thank you. Get that off my screen or I will mount you. That is not an idle threat. It's not going to do it, is it? I have to figure out who did that before I mount them.
Traveler, a moment of your time.
Ah, Jesus, the prologues. I might as well get him on.
Honor and faith, Wayfarer.
I talked to you on, like,
dragons.
2 other dimensions.
Kasura teaches the Blade Master Kasura.
Go away. So, this one is not a very social one, but this one wants to join the Fighters Guild, mostly just so I can intimidate, because that is a thing I think you get with the Fighters Guild. Let me check. It's either with the Fighters Guild or the Assassins Guild. This one has something to do with the right eye and it hurts. Yes, it's this one you get with the Fighters Guild, though we will eventually become the Assassins. Don't tell me what to do. Okay, so we have Watch Captain, which we need to talk to, for Glory, and Scout Gunphy, and Captain Infair. Let's go down this one. Out here. Oh, that wants to do that. Sorry, this one's eye is so bad we will have to pause once in a while. Ow. I hate it when I do this. I had like this at the work, and... Ow. I had something in my eye and I woke up scratching it, and that made it worse. And I wasn't thinking because I was asleep. And it was so bad. I'm done with my eye. Quit. Would it be bad if I just removed my eye and threw it out a window? I could go with an eye patch.
Steeden. What do you want? Wait, never mind. I don't want to know. I'm not taking on any fares today.
Something wrong, Captain.
You're damned right there's something wrong. I needed to sail for Velen Harbor hours ago. I've got cargo still to load, and crew members deep in their cups around town. I'd let the guard have the lot of them if I could afford it.
This one could round them up for you.
There's coin in it for you if you do. Let's see. Tanamo favors the tavern. Anala spars at the Fighters Guild, and Balathil was visiting the market. Don't know where DeGale's gotten to. One of the others may know where she is.
Sounds good. This one will find you a crew. Crew is as good as fun.
Hold, adventurer! You're the one. You there!
Yeah.
Only that she's waiting.
Yeah, no, I'm not going for the Scald Keen. Jesus. Skills? Point? Okay. Anything I can really just up? Slashes can be evolved into Ringing Slashes. Increases the initial damage, reduces the enemy speed, bleed. Also heals you while active, which is good. More damage or some health. A little vampirism before I'm a vampire is no bad thing, yes? Oh. Sure enough.
Do I know you? You look familiar. Could just be the spiced wine talking.
Ooh, spiced wine. I did not have spiced wine in forever. Used to get spiced hot mead and wine in the Rim Fair when it was winter time, but I barely go there when it's winter time. I never see it anymore. Captain Nina Fair sent me. She needs you back at the boat.
Oh? I don't know any Captain Fairies. And I sure don't know anything about a goat. Leave me be, all
How much spiced wine did you have?
4 of you.
No, Captain in a fair, the wave cutter, your ship.
Oh, the captain. The scourge of the sun. Destroyer of happiness and joy. Fine. I'll be on my way. After one more spiced wine, of course.
What would the Aldmore let you think of you? Oh yeah, no, we'll do that for, that'll be something specific for my orc lady. Okay. Aegis Boreal. Is this a mage? What this is? Apparently she's in here. Do I have anything I need to sell? It's on the floor. I thought I saw a coin.
You're going into battle wearing that?
Oh, Mom. Sell. Oh, this, oh, it's Crown Repair Kit. I thought I had a freaking thing. Is he above me? Oh, he's sleeping. Out of bed.
What is it? My gut's still roiling. Damn the sea and that captain.
Bad knows I'm good. Captain in Affair sent me to find you. She wants you back on the wave cutter.
Yes. No, I don't think so. Once was enough for me. These legs were made for
Sounds like
the
my
land,
mom.
and
She
that's where
hates
they'll
being on the
stay.
boat. Why? What happened?
Seasickness. My guts are over there in the corner if you want to examine the aftermath. Me? I'll be huddled here on this bed for a good long time.
I'm fine. This one will tell the captain. I've never seen this before, and I played the All Mary version before. It's consumable. What if I eat it? And this is for science. What the frick? That's hilarious. I honestly didn't know that was happening. I've never seen that sit there before. I've done that mission before. I've never noticed that. Gross. Widowwood River Simpletons. Oh, yeah, I'll read that in a minute. Reading will be on and off today. I acting like a butt.
Yes, speak and make it quick. This one is short on time.
Even if Vera needs you back at the docks. Now.
Of course she does. This one can read the skies as well as the captain, but Anala will be staying right here. For now, at least.
Why? She seemed pretty upset.
There are rumors of Maormer about. Anala will have none of it. This one stays in the safety of the guard until the coast is clear. Especially after what happened to the Gale.
Well, what happened to the Gale?
The Gale didn't believe the rumors. She went for a walk along the southwest shore and never returned. You are so much braver than Anala. You should look for the Gale. Yes, look for the Gale. Anala will remain here.
Why are you at the Fighters Guild if you're like that? I think that's a dead end. Well, I've been shot. I guess that's what I get for...
The teeth on these saws are flatter than mine. Carpentry. It's a labor of love. Unrequited, I'm afraid. What can I get you? Certainly. Woodworkers shape wood into all manner of useful tools, but bows, staves, and shields are our specialty. This work requires fine lumber and a sturdy work table. We also seek out style books and rare ingredients for more advanced work. Sure, while shaping the wood, we can choose a special trait to focus on. It takes research to discover these techniques, but it's well worth the effort. Increasing the weight or tuning the angle can draw out different advantages in the final product.
Why are you so shiny? Is it your tattoos?
Well, the piece can be improved even more through the use of resins, special elements that enhance the value and quality of your work. The improvement process is delicate, so be sure you've got enough tempers and a steady hand. Good luck!
Oh, I think that would, help me, but whatever. Well, we're at the Fighters Guild, so while we're here...
Did you come here for crafting certification?
No, fuck off.
Next time I'm in the field, I think I'll bring a great warhammer. Or two.
I guess I'm reading. How long is this? Not too bad. Adventures Almanac, 2nd edition by Scourge of the Knife. Welcome back, scabs. Bet you thought I'd never have enough material to write in the second one of these. You were wrong, of course, because here we go again. Far be it from me to overlook a chance to educate the next generation of meat puppets lining up to make a few drakes. Pardon, Phil. This is just a heap of rocks and mushroom. Features some prime pickings for discerning mercenary. If you can get over how ornery the Dark Elves can get about their gods and their dead relatives, you can score some choice jobs from their fixers in the Hall of Justice in Vivek City. And tell Traylon he still owes me gold for the last card game he cheated his arse off to win. Clockwork City. Look, I'm not saying this place exists, but I know a guy who says it does, and if you can get inside, there's plenty of work to be done that the creepy locals ain't got time to deal with. Or consider beneath their interest. You know, I don't care. People look down on us, orcs, all the time, but are happy to open their mouths when they can eat something head smashed in. Losers. Pit fights. Now we're talking. You hear about these new fighting leagues they open up recently? Love it. Action, bloodshed, beats down, and a winner's takes all. Just don't, lose. You'll be pitted against the best, the worst, and the worst of the worst. You ever see a guy just run around the fighting arena trying to figure out which end of his sword goes in the other jerk? It's a wonder these mooks can get into their armor. I always put my gold on the pit demons, by the way. Easy money. long as there ain't Arconian on their team. What you gonna do? Breathe on the water? Ha! And we're done. That's all you get from me this time, Tuskbait. Maybe next time Uncle Scorn will serenade you with his awesome knowledge and experience once he finds out where the next bunch jobs happen to be. Just don't horn in on my work if I'm on the same contract, you hear? Stay frosty. Oh yeah, tusk off, you losers.
Welcome to our hall. Are you familiar with the guild?
The guild?
The Fighters Guild. You should consider joining up. We have a new guildmaster and a new singular purpose. Why don't we talk for a moment?
So just a little history lesson on the Fighters Guild. The Fighters Guild was created when we lost one of the last human emperors and a whatever from a snake man from another continent that was also made into a lore after the war took over the empire. He created a kind of warrior group that became so good it became the Fighters Guild, and then he approved all the other guilds. It was like the best thing that race ever did before they were driven out of Tamriel, because everything else they did was terrible. I should say the lords were all killed by both the Dark Brotherhood and what became before them, and then they were driven out of Tamriel. Sounds good. Let's talk about the Fighters Guild.
Excellent. I know we'll all be drawing blades together soon enough. Now, what can I tell you?
You mentioned a singular purpose.
Right. Our new guildmaster is an Argonian who sees all colors. She has us all hunting down the Daedra and their damned anchors. You might have seen them. Enormous chains, plagues of Daedra boil out to lay waste to the countryside. Hard fights.
What do I get in return?
Yes, good question. We train our members in special techniques, and the higher-ups
Hello,
are
little
always
kitty
looking
dainty.
for motivated members to help
Who's a
with
good little
special
fidget?
projects. You never know, you might be the next Yofnir.
What happened to the old guildmaster?
Guildmaster Yofnir passed away recently, very suddenly. I always thought he'd die with a blade in his hand. But he passed away in his sleep, called to Sovngarde by his ancestors. We all miss him, but Colors has proven to be a very able leader.
You're not part of the Dominion?
No. We only draw blades in service to the Guild. We're technically neutral in the war between the three alliances. We love the Eagle Banner and Her Majesty, of course. But every race, every creed belongs under the Guild Hall's roof.
I'm ready to join.
Then let me be the first to officially welcome you as an associate of the Fighters Guild. Get out there and take the fight to the Daedra. You're in luck, comrade. Sees all colors herself is here today. Why don't you go introduce yourself?
We'll probably do this as the orc as well, because she's a fighter, or we may not, I don't know. I think we will. So we may see this twice, or I'll do it offline or whatever. I still need to do the main quest offline for these guys. Why is my phone making funny noises? We'll ignore her. What? Where's these all colors? Oh, here we go.
Comrade, we have need of you. Will you fight by our side?
I like your armor. What did you have in mind?
The Guild has accepted an unusual contract. We've agreed to eradicate Daedric anchors when they drop from the sky. Wherever they appear, Molag Bal's minions soon follow.
What would you have this one do?
As we speak, 2 of my guardians investigate rumored anchor sites. Merrick and Aleph are the best the Guild has to offer. Meet up with them on the beach east of Volkelgard. You can proceed from there.
This one will do it.
I know you'll change the river's course, comrade. They're investigating the coastline down the beach from the Guard Lighthouse.
The contract you mentioned, who placed
A
it?
powerful benefactor. She hates that monsters can ruin the lives of everyday folk. Our benefactor has put gold behind her principles, and so we put our strength behind her cause.
Tell me about the Daedric Inkers I kinda already know about.
They are the tendrils of Cold Harbor, reaching into Nirn. The minions of Molag Bal erect dark shrines in his honor. Landing sites for these horrors. The coin this contract brings is good. And in this time of trouble, we need a focus.
Focus?
Yes, I am new to my role as Guildmaster. The death of my mentor, Yofnir Iceblade, has been hard on the Guild. He was well liked among the rank and file. I hope the river has carried his soul where it wanted to go.
You tell me more about Medic.
He's a proud Redguard warrior, one of our best, and a follower of Stendar. Merrick's full title is Resolute Warhorn. He's sworn to fight the spawn of Oblivion wherever they touch Tamriel.
And Aleph, who is she?
Proof that the Guild accepts all kinds. A Khajiit. She does as much
Hey.
damage with her wicked tongue as with her curved blade. Taciturn, rude sometimes, but a cunning fighter.
You have things against Khajiit. Shall I take your insides and put them on your outside? This one does not do the jumping jacks. Oh, you're the crafting person. You go craft something else. Okay. Oh. Shoot. Put away your weapons. That's not even where I'm supposed to go. That's just a regular old anchor. Interesting. Let's go do this real quick. If we go down on the beach, this way is the guild.
are going to wait for you?
I think your mom is gonna wait for me. This way. Across town, okay. This one will be Fleet on Feet. The elf towns with their pointy stone buildings is kind of pretty. I expected more glass, you know. You go through Oblivion and through Skyrim collecting glass armor, and you expect their buildings to be like the Emerald City. But I guess the stone makes more sense. Ow. Ow. Cramp. Crick in my wrist. Oh, jeez. Go away. I'm dead now. Jesus, that hurts. The frick is that? Freaking carpal tunnel or some shit? Carpal tunnel from moving your thumbs. Are you okay?
The green may stop at the edge of the water, but the sea provides as well.
I don't even think we're in. We're not in the green. We're on freaking Somerset. The green has nothing to do with this area. It's all the flowers you want. You 3D down. Oh, I need to watch it. What is this? Weird. Shit. Frontier, Conquest, and Accommodation, A Social History of Cyrodiil by University Gwilym. Press 2, era 344. Second era 344. Historians often portray the human settlement of Tamriel as a straightforward process of military expansion of the north of Skyrim. In fact, human settlers occupied nearly every corner of Tamriel before Skyrim was even founded. These called Nedic people included the Proto-Cyrodiilians, the ancestors of Britons, the Aboriginals of Hammerfell, and perhaps a now vanished human population of Morrowind. Strictly speaking, the Nords are simply another of these Nedic people. The only one that failed to find a method of peaceful accommodation with the elves who already occupied Tamriel. That's not entirely true. But this is how you can see the difference between cultures and their historical writings, because there was no peaceful accommodation with the elves. They enslaved them, and then they were overthrown. Ysmagir was certainly not the first human settler in Tamriel. In fact, by fleeing civil war in Otmora, As the song return states, Ysmir was following a long tradition of migration from Atmora. Tamriel had served as a safety valve for Atmora for centuries before Ysmir's arrival. Malcontents, dissidents, rebels, landless younger sons all made the difficult crossing from Atmora to the new world of Tamriel. That is semi-true. However, the Atmorans that were originally in Skyrim were wiped out and driven out by the Snow Elves. Ysmir was the first one to come back. New archaeologists excavation date the earliest human settlements in Hammerfell, High Rock, and Cyrodiil at ME, or Mythic era, Mythic, or whatever era, the prehistory era, 800 to 1000. Centuries earlier than Ysmir, even assuming the 12 Nord kings prior to the Harald were actual historical figures. The Nedic people were a minority in the land of elves, and had no choice but to live peacefully with the elder race. Did a free and elf right this? In High Rock, Hammerfell, and Cyrodiil, and possibly Morrowind, they did just that. Bullshit. And the Nedic people flourished and expanded over the last centuries of Marathon. Only in Skyrim did this combination break down, an event recorded in the Song of Return. Perhaps being close to the reinforcements of the Atmora, the Proto-Nords did not feel it necessary to submit to the authority of Skyrim elves. Indeed, the early Nord Chronicle note that under King Harald, the first historical Nord ruler, the Atmoran mercenaries returned to their homeland, following the consolation of Skyrim as a centralized kingdom. Whatever the case, the pattern was set. In Skyrim, especially, expansion would precede military with human settlement following the frontier conquest, and the line between human territory and elven territory was relatively clear. But beyond this zone of conflict, the other Nedic people continued to merge with the elven neighbors. When the Nord armies of the First Empire finally entered High Rock and Cyrodiil, they found Britons and Proto-Cyrodiils already living there among the elves. Indeed, the Nord found it difficult to distinguish between elf and Briton. The two races had already intermingled to such degree. The arrival of the Nord armies upset the balance of power between the Nedic peoples and the elves. Although the Nord's expansion to High Rock and Cyrodiil were relatively brief, less than 2 centuries, the result was decisive. From then on, power in those regions shifted from the elves to the humans. Completely glosses over slavery. Wonder if a high elf wrote that. Huh. Okay, twice the Waterm cultist. What's going on here? Oh, is this the person I was going to be meeting? Am I in the spot? I am in the spot.
Thanks, Stendar. You're with the guild?
Sees all colors synth. You alright?
If the divines will it. The worms caught us off guard, but we made them pay in blood. Did Colors brief you on our contract? What we seek?
Yes, you thought a day drinking beer might drop here.
As you say. There won't be an anchor here anytime soon, thanks to the two of us. I should be moving. We had word of another cell north of here near Skywatch.
Where are you on this one?
Here, if you please. Aleph, stay with our new friend. You two search these bodies, see if you can find anything of note. A pleasure meeting you, oh my comrade.
And you, Red.
Watch after the new recruit, Aleph. Colors would hate it if he lost another one.
Yes, Aleph will want. You heard Merrick, no blood. Search those bodies. Aleph will check this one.
Yes. My queen. Okay. Border idea. Or note from Jessen. Could do so much work. Moloch Ball Relic. Ooh. Oh, shit.
Dark Moons! What was that?
My pain.
That vision. A Dremora woman talking about Merrick. Why would she want my hapless companion?
Who was that?
Aleph has no idea. Whoever she is no friend to the guild or Merrick.
She's after his soul.
It would seem so. This one cannot imagine the value of such a thing. Too shiny and dripping with pride. Just the same, we must warn him. And the guild. Aleph will go after Merrick. Return to Caesar colors. Tell her what you have seen. Go.
This one is on it.
Return to Vocal Guard quick as you can, comrade. Caesar colors must know.
Oh, one moment. I gotta go and go Fighter Hill. My next one will be Intimidation. I can bear my claws in my teeth, and people who do not submit will be eaten. That is a lie. I'm just intimidating. I don't eat people. The elves taste nasty, are all stringy. Someone has not eaten elves. I promise. Not since Skyrim, 1,000 years from now. I actually haven't done these missions before. I've never run a Fighter Hill mission in this game. Ever. Oh, I wanted something else. No, I didn't get crap from that. I can sell the Dwemer here, I guess. Ooh. My kneecaps. Oh, good. I already turned that off.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland.
Oh, she's tiny.
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe.
Look at the big old Khajiit. The Mage's Guild, I assume? Apprentice.
Can't talk. Have to watch the defenders mutt. Last time I make jokes about a cat owning a dog.
Oh, cute. She nice as a dog. Last time I saw someone on a dog, and she was a Khajiit. She kind of rude. Oh no, where did my phone go? Ugh, this one nose runs into everything. And I guarantee you my nose is running because my eye. This happens all the time when I do this with my eye.
Back so soon, comrade?
Merrick and Aleph stopped the cultists, but a projection appeared as a Dramora.
A vision of a Dramora. This clouds the waters. The forces of Molag Bal must know more than we realized. What did she say?
She talked about Mortum Vicus. I don't know what that is.
Nor do I, comrade. Interesting. Did she say anything else?
She said she'd take Redgar's soul. She's going after Merrick.
Merrick. This dries my scales. Recruit, you must get to them. Aleph and Merrick are competent, but the Daedra are not to be trusted. Find them near Skywatch. I will rally our forces here and investigate this Vivicus. Whatever it is.
We'll do Guildmaster. Okay, I guess that's the end of the guild now. Go away. There's some other thing we got. I'm not doing your thing right now. Jesus Christ, they're not going to be body parts left when they're done. That's not how you freaking spar. I think they want us to go all the way to Skywatch to talk to them, so that's our last thing over here. We're supposed to talk to the watch captain and go find that person in the boat while the captain is faster. closer, not faster, but closer means faster, so whatever. Anyway, welcome to Volkildard. This is a small southern coastal town on the island of Ardon, the most eastern island of the Somerset, if you don't count the smaller islands next to it. This is the main Somerset continent island. This is Ordon. And we were in Canarthy's Roost, which means we sailed around the Bosmer area, and we went up here. Except for apparently another hurricane, I think our travels were just sort of peaceful. Once we got out of Canarthy's Roost. Oh! Ooh. I see that. Let me in the manor house.
Always
there you are.
a pleasure.
Took you long enough.
Try not to lose those stones.
Don't lose your stones there.
Ah, you received my...
Gosh darn it. Well, all the people please go away. I'll be with y'all when it gets to the next DLCs. I'm after a shard of sky. Oh, that did not hurt. Okay.
Can you believe it?
Oh, what
Dragons in your own homeland.
Fair day. I'm Astanya, watch captain. With the Queen in town, we have extra security precautions to see to. Where are you traveling from?
I've just come from Canarthy's. This one come from Canarthy's Roost. Razandar sent me. The island was attacked by Malma.
Old Raz sent you, eh? That could complicate things. Thank you for telling me. The Queen's enemies are all around her. Her protectors must be vigilant at all times, and this information will be critical in their calculations. I'll make sure news of the Marma is passed on to the appropriate parties. Don't you worry about that. Now, what's your name? I'll need it for the official register.
This one is James Tazier.
I'll just write that down. By order of the 1st Oridon Marines, your presence in Volkildard has been registered. Do your best to stay out of trouble and out of the way. Fare you well.
You seem busy. Is there anything this one can do?
Help? No, I don't think so. Actually, my guardsmen are all tied up right now. If you're up to it, perhaps you could look into some things for me.
This one is at your service.
I want you to speak with 2 members of the Queen's Court, Advisor Norian and Steward Aminway. They await assistance from the guard, hands I can't spare just now. Who do you want to speak to first?
This one will speak to Steward.
You'll find the steward at a warehouse east of here. Be sure to tell her that I sent you.
Sure.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Can you tell this one more about the Queen?
You hit your head recently. The Queen leads the Old Mary Dominion. She had some kind of wild time away from court a few years back, but now she's returned to reclaim her birthright, lead the Alliance.
No, where was she?
Off gallivanting across Tamriel? Who knows? Who cares? I wish I could just quit my job then come back to it when I get bored.
What's the Queen's speech about?
Probably talking up the unity of the Dominion. Not all the Altmer are fans of the Alliance yet. No offense.
You don't sound like one who is. You're the first Odin Marines.
Queen Irene's personal guard. They're led by Battle Reeve Urselmo, one of the most decorated warriors in the Dominion.
You're not a Marine?
No. I'm captain of the city guards here. The Marines are the right arm of the Queen. My duty is to the city.
Your Razandar said you two were friends.
Huh! He's got an active imagination, that one. We know each other, sure. Drew blades together a few times. But I'm not sure I'd call him a friend. Not since he signed up with the Queen.
Signed up
He
with
didn't
the
tell
Queen?
you. Of course he didn't. He's the biggest liar I know. Razandar works directly for the Queen herself. Some kind of hush-hush cloak and dagger outfit. Thieves and liars, the lot of them.
I don't trust her. Don't trust her one bit. Okay, let's go talk to people. She said, oh, so now I'm the drunken one.
I'm sorry, I can't help you right now. I'm very busy and there's a lot to do.
This one's supposed to tell you what Captain Anya said.
Oh, all right then. What was it? Right, the supplies. 2 of my cooks took deathly ill right in the middle of preparing the Queen's feast. I suspect sabotage. I want to be sure all of our food supplies are safe.
You seem a bit upset. What do you want me to do?
I'm not upset. Not at all. I'll examine the supplies in here. You go to the warehouse next door, make sure everything is fresh, and there's nothing out of place.
This one will take a look. Over there. Sparrow holds nothing but apples. They look and smell fresh. This cargo bales silk. It holds silk and other embroidered fabrics from Simhold. This crate is filled with various cheeses from deep in Grathwood. It's hard to tell with Bosmer cheese, but you don't think anything here has been tainted. It's hard to tell with Bosmer cheese. Anything's in here. Something's in here. This barrel is filled with a light summer wine. It smells delicious. Delicioso. This crate contains spices from elsewhere. Other than the strong smells, nothing seems amiss. I am amiss elsewhere. These barrels are filled with deep red wine from Alinar. Okay. This cargo bale contains high-quality cloud rest linens. Cloud rest linens is hard to say. A piece of salted meat from the Volkergard docks. Sniffing carefully, this cut has a strange odor.
Hold it right there.
Uh-oh. Oh. I stab you. I cut you. I cut you so bad you wish I hadn't cut you so bad. Yes?
Did you find anything?
I found some salted meat I think has been poisoned.
Thank the stars! You found the problem. Hold on to that. The captain will want to see it.
This one was attacked by a man in some kind of uniform.
A uniform? Must have been a cut purse. They're always hanging around the docks waiting to steal away with some cargo. Be careful around here.
I'm here to help Advisor Norin. Do you know where he is?
The advisor? Yes, yes. Far end of the docks, to the west. Can't miss him.
Thank you. This one does not trust you. You high elf. So at this point, the Khajiits are thankful to the elves because they help them in times of needs, but they are not yet worshipped of the elves because the moons have yet to disappear from the sky, which happens somewhere around Oblivion. I don't remember if it's before or after, but I think it's after Oblivion. Wow, you're like 9 feet tall. Holy shit. Oh, you're on a hill. I go on hill. Okay, you're less than 9 feet tall. You're about my height.
I'm busy here. Away with you.
I cut your throat to talk to me like that. And this one's supposed to tell you what Captain Astanya sent me.
In that case, you'll do nicely. My servant followed a burglar to this warehouse. The ignorant knave stole a set of marine deployment plans for the Queen's upcoming speech.
Why would a burglar steal those?
Well, I'm sure I wouldn't know. I'm no burglar. In any case, we can't let those plans escape. They could be used to bypass the Queen's security, and we wouldn't want that.
Just want to check it out.
Please.
Yes.
I did just as you asked.
Yes, you did.
Okay. Cool. Something to give the sorry, looking for expensive stuff to steal this and after all a thief assassin. Thief and liar.
Well, did you find the plans?
This one found them as the burglar was on his way to death.
Oh, a pity. Keep the plans. You can give them to the captain next time you see her. In the meantime, I must attend to the Queen.
You're not concerned about the dead burglar?
Some kind of criminal feud, I'm sure. Now then, if you have some other task, you should be about it.
Thanks. This one guesses. Yeah, weird. Oh wait, is there a station of outfits? Yes. This one goes station outfit first before continuing, and will color his clothes black. For I am an assassin. Or at least as black as I can make it. I think I should swap the colors for my other characters, so I might have a Thalmor black. Excuse me. This building. The conversation is even mentioned right there. The crystal vial. Oh, okay. Jewelry, enchantment, a bed, maybe upstairs. Alchemy, conversation. This one is how it works. Okay, so let's see, black. Ooh, what's this? More black, or I don't know what that's even called. Raycon materials. We'll use more black for now. Looks good. How does someone get up top? Oh. There's the black on my offhand. Oh, my offhand is my shields. Weird. I don't have an offhand unless it's my other blade. Weird. Anyway. Apply changes. Yes. This one now looks a little more like an assassin, even if it's a bit shinier than normal. When I'm a vampire, maybe I'll put some red in it. Maybe I should put some red in it now. I don't know. I think. Let's see what the head looks like with a little red in it. Do I even have there. Oh, it's okay. I just prefer to deal with black now. For now, we'll do that. When I become Vampire Lord, I'm going to be a little more flagrant in my colors. And now I am just Thief Assassin. And this is the Barano Black. I like black. Okay, let's go talk to the captain. We can probably go first person mode. We don't need to worry about too many people attacking us in town, I don't think.
Tell me what you found.
Yes, this one found set of.
Good, good. Look, I hate to rush you, but I have another task for you. One of my men, Heldil, has cornered a thug nearby. We need to talk to this lowborn scum.
What has he done?
We've no time for this. He's involved in a plot against the Queen, that's all I can say. We need someone like you to get to him. He refuses to speak with a member of the Guard.
Do you want this evidence found?
Just hold it for the moment. Heldil is just up the stairs here, house on the right. Get going. Remember, the Queen's service.
For the Queen. You want me to hold on to evidence that there's betrayal.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
This
Who
one does
put
not
themselves?
know, but he hopes his family...
Kindly step back. We have a situation here.
Well, your captain sent me. She said you needed some help.
Ah, help from the captain. Excellent. Inside, we've cornered a dangerous Mer. He's wanted by the Crown, has valuable information, and threatens to kill himself every time we approach the door.
What do you want me to do?
I need him alive. Just get in there and get him talking. Don't listen to what he says. He's half crazed. You get him talking, we move in behind you. Got it?
Got it.
Get back! One step closer, and I'll cut my throat.
This is not with the gods. Just want
Why
to
should I
die.
trust you?
Do you really want to die? This one your only choice.
Fine. Fine. Just don't try anything.
Coming in.
Get in.
I said I was coming in. Jesus. Go, 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 go.
You're no god. Thank the stars. Quickly, we don't have much time.
Time? What are you talking about?
They're coming. I know you're just a distraction. Listen closely. Captain Estania is corrupt. She's a member of a group called the Veiled Heritance.
The what?
Veiled Heritance. They're planning an assassination attempt on the Queen at the Temple. They bribed members of her staff to get the speech moved here, where they can have the captain in their pocket.
One moment, I'm dealing with my eye. Do you have any evidence?
No. Only what I've seen and heard. Please, you must warn the Queen. She's in grave danger, and the guards here. Oh no.
What's wrong?
Good work, citizen.
Traitors. Scum.
Shut your mouth. You're under arrest.
I live only to serve the Queen.
Sure you do. Baritale?
With pleasure.
Good work.
What are you going to do with him?
Don't worry. He'll receive a fair trial. The captain is always very even-handed in her pronouncements.
This one suppose he should report to her now.
Good call. We'll see that this man is taken to a cell. With respect, of course.
I hope he's not a bad guy, because he seems cool.
I have to admit I'm impressed. Cool like the scales of Oriel you are. Good luck with the captain.
Do you know where I can find the captain?
She sent word. She's moved to protect the Queen. That'll be at the Manor House. Stars guide your steps now.
This one will fight her. Ooh, this one has leveled up. Yeah, you know, don't need Magica. I wanted to do Fighter's Guild. Intimidation. Oh, my eye, this one's eye hurts so much. The Dawnbreaker, holy shit. Why the hell would I have the Dawnbreaker? Just available to all guild members now? Oh, this way.
Hold! I must speak with you. Ah, my errand runner. So good to see you again.
Yes, this one would talk to you about.
Stop right there. On my authority as captain, you're under arrest. Under suspicion of conspiracy to regicide.
What are you talking about?
What's that in your pack? Deployment plans for the Marines at the temple. And do I smell the taint of poison on the air? These are the tools of an assassin. It's no use arguing, scum. Not another word out of you.
Oh, this one's head. I should put out my hair before I do freaking things. It just always gets in my way. Oh, Phasion's dead.
Raz must admit, even he did not think we'd be seeing each other again so soon. How are you, my friend?
Terrible, Raz. What are you doing here?
He's here to help, as always. You may have noticed your new friend Phasion lies dead on the ground behind you. Raz knew Phasion well, as he thought he did Astanya.
Oh, what happened?
The captain happened. Phasion and Raz worked together as agents of the Queen. Phasion was not willing to give up secrets, and so now Phasion is dead.
You going to let me out of here?
You will soon be free. But as on the island, Raz must ask your aid. You must warn the Queen and her battle weave. The captain will attempt to murder the Queen at the temple.
Just tell this one what to do.
You must get past the captain's men. Seek out another of Our Lady's agents, Esheba. She stands watch in the marketplace, peddling her wares. Ask her for a souvenir of the 1st Marines, and she will set you on your path. Now, out of here. Save the Queen. This one imagines you have some questions. What can Raz tell you?
How did you find this one?
You have this one's apologies. He was looking for Phasion. It is a happy accident for us both that you could be saved. You escaped the cell, and Razumdar's new plan to warn the Queen moves forward.
You can't warn the Queen?
It is somewhat embarrassing, but this one's face is known to some of the royal court. If Razumdar were to approach, they would know something is amiss. You, a new face in a Marine's uniform, they would suspect nothing.
That makes sense.
Is there anything else this one can convey?
So you are for the Queen?
Yes, as did Phasion. He told you true. We are the eyes of the Queen. We are few, and we stick to the shadows. But we have the honor of being the Queen's most trusted agents.
Most trusted agents. What about the first Auradon Marines?
The Battle Reeve is fiercely loyal. He believes his Marines are immune to manipulation, like newly forged steel blades. But Razum Dar knows better than most how quickly stains can set in.
I like how, hold on, I'm dealing with my eye again. This is gonna be an issue. Sorry. It's making my nose all runny too, which is a pain in the butt, but it always happens. I think what happens is that happens and it sets off my sinuses, which sets off teary eyes and it sets off my nose, and I'm not even allergenic, I just had some shit in my eye. Can you tell me anything else about the Build Heritage?
They don't think we need the Dominion to survive. They think the Queen is making a mistake, elevating the Bosmer and Khajiit to be equals with the High Elves. Racists, isolationists, and general idiots.
Okay, goodbye. This one is lost. I'm escaping your prison. Are you going to stop me? Excuse me, one who wears armor of Daedra. Where must we be?
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe in Riverwood.
South. Am I on the right way? I'm on the right way. Okay. Explosion incoming. I don't think destroying just happened every few minutes next to your house.
Esheba has just about anything you could want. So, what can she get you?
This one looking for something very specific.
Is that so? Don't be shy. What do you need?
What this one needs is a souvenir of the first Auradon Marine.
Ah, yes. Esheba has that. The perfect thing to suit your needs. But are you certain? This souvenir comes with certain expectations.
Yes, I know what it entails.
A wise purchase, then. Very beneficial. Please take it from the chest here, just behind me. If you see our mutual friend again, be sure to give him this one's best.
I hide behind Dre and I'll put it on. This one now, cut to the military. This one lost. There it is. So unless I had been wearing this, they wouldn't let me in this area up here. It's off limits now. But now I'm one of them. I'll be a furrier.
Hear now the lesson of the divine body.
Like the rays of the sun, may the energies of Magnus be warm upon your brow.
Magnus is the god of magic, but who is speaking? The male voice.
Explain yourself. What are you doing here?
Keep your voice down, Balori. Razumdar sent me.
Razumdar. Yes, I know the name. You haven't answered my question, though.
There's a plot to kill the queen, Balori.
We've taken every precaution. The whole area is locked down. Watch Captain Estonia assured me.
The captain is the one behind this. She plans to attack the queen in the temple.
The guard, Captain? Absurd.
A moment, Anselmo. I would hear what this one has to say.
Queen Irene, I fear for your safety. Please disregard what was said.
Razumdar was mentioned. He acts on my behalf. If you won't investigate, I will.
Apologies, my queen. As you will. You are a capable woman. But you must be wary. You, come with me. We'll investigate the temple together.
No, I guess we're probably gonna fight, aren't we? Ariel is the god ancestor to the High Elves, also known as Akatosh, who claim blah 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 blah. Let's take this off. I don't think I need it anymore. Don't want it. Kind of Celia's military uniform.
Mara, be merciful. What's happened here?
I'm sorry. I was wrong. I tried to stop them. Watch out.
Oh, she's the lady with the poison meat.
It's Estonia.
So she was good.
It's a trap.
Oh.
Anselmo, I see you've met my latest toy.
Estonia. Traitor. Come down here and face me.
Our queen has betrayed us. I wanted her head. I'll settle for yours. Kill them.
So be it, Estonia.
It's not over yet, Battle Reed. The Dominion won't last. The Veiled Heritance will see to that.
The Dominion will last long after your corpse cools. Now come down here and face your death.
Incompetence. I'll have to take care of you myself.
We need to report back to the Queen. Let's get out of here.
This one is covered in blood. I'm sure my clothes are no longer black. One book per place. Oh, not a book. But I got Montse. Moonstone. I will get the Moonstone. Never mind, not bookshelves. I did get something. Oh, feet. Light. I don't do your light. And then 9 coin. Not even worth keeping. I don't keep things less than 10. I did get the recipe. And I have a ton of stuff to sell to smugglers. Thieves. Fences. The fencing skills will be up. Eventually we'll get the Assassins and Thieves Guild going, probably before we do the other DLCs. They would be good. I need to see what DLCs are covered in the 4-pack.
Well, what did my protectors find?
The plot was real. We found Astanya and her assassins and won.
Astanya, I can't believe it. No doubt Anselmo will triple his watch. She truly was an agent of the Veiled Heritance.
Yes, my queen. She said you had betrayed us.
Betrayal? She turns against her people after years of service, and she spoke of my betrayal? She obviously could not be trusted. But you have proven your worth.
What do you mean?
The Marines are blunt instruments. A queen must have a lighter touch. You've met Razumdar, first in the eyes of the queen. Would you join him? Become an elite agent for the good of the Dominion?
This one will accept your offer, my queen.
Excellent. By what power I hold, I name you an agent in my employ. You are now an Eye of the Queen,
appears to be
bonded
heavy.
to my service.
Oh no, if it's Eye Queen, I'm maybe...
Oriel keep you safe. And
Here I can use...
guard your words.
this one does not exist.
Now to look
okay.
to larger things. I must cement my position and continue my tour of the Isle.
What would you have this one do, my queen?
I must make for the ancient site known as Tanzelwell. Normally, a new monarch communes quietly with the dead. We're supposed to show willingness to heed the wisdom of our ancestors.
Normally?
As you saw today, my reign so far has been anything but normal. I worry there will be complications. And the presence of my newest eye would assuage that worry.
Of course, Queen.
Make your way to Tanzelwell at your own pace. Seek out my entourage when you arrive. They'll be able to direct you to me. And good luck to us both on the road.
Can we discuss the Veiled Heritance, Your Majesty?
As you wish. I'm not sure I know much more than you at this point.
Is this the first attempt upon your life?
I wish I could say yes. Astanya got closer than anyone else has. Subverting a watch captain. I can't believe they'd be so bold.
What do they want?
An end to the Dominion. They want me to step down, to appoint their own regent, for everyone not of high elven descent to leave the Somerset Isles. The list goes on and on.
Why are they so against the Alliance?
They're racists. High elven supremacists with no understanding of the real world. Short-sighted misanthropes with delusions of grandeur. Bastard throwbacks that should crawl back beneath their rock.
She basically calls them inbred racists. Look at her angry face, you know, like the racist. Your Majesty, would you mind telling me something about yourself?
Oh, thank Oriel. Someone who's not too blinded by my crown to ask a real question. Apologies. Of course I'd be happy to chat. What would you like to know?
How did you gain that throne?
My father, King Hidalith of Alanor, passed on to Aetherius. He was a good man, as is my brother, Naemon. I returned to take my father's place because my lifetime of experience has prepared me, honed me to be the ruler we need.
What did you do before you were crowned?
Huh. Have you heard some of the rumors? My exploits have been greatly exaggerated, I can assure you. Except the story about the bear. That one's true.
I don't know more about that. What prompted you to found the Dominion?
To be blunt, the Altmer are too few. Together with the Wood Elves and Khajiit, we have the iron will, the strength of arms, and the depth of character to solve the problems facing Tamriel.
You think we can save the world?
I do. I spent years traveling the face of Nirn. The alliance we've forged is the strongest in the world. I spent months working with the Main and the Tree Thanes to create this Dominion of ours. I'm very proud of it.
Is that where you met Razumdar?
No. Raz and I met while I was traveling many years ago. We met in Wayrest. Or was it Whiterun? Something with a W.
The story's a long one and involves a drunken schoolmarm and a purple velvet dress.
Okay. I want to hear about that one too. Okay, guys. Where are we going? What do we need here? This is just crap, more crap, and crap. So I think we're done here. I need to get to the south. Around this building. Around this building to the side. And sell all the wares I have because they're taking up space. And ooh, excuse this one. I sneezed my whiskers off. Hold on, she just gave me something. I can either wear it or sell it, depending on what it is. Oh, that's heavy. I am not heavy. I will sell the Queen's gift. That does not make me a bad friend. That makes me one that needs money. Eventually, I'll be selling all this stuff and buying so little I won't need. Yes, I know how this works. Get this stuff off. I've already threatened to mount you. The offense. Oh, there's no one here. Where's the damn fences? Are you a fence? No, you're a guild. Where are the damn fences in honor? You a fence? Oh, thank goodness. 2 fences.
Been dipping our hands into strange cookie jars, have we? Show me what you have.
I don't need magicka that can go away. Nah. $40 hard shelters into the seashell. Temple Bell. Oops, it's still something ancient, but it's 100. Holy cow. There may have a cast. Netch hide lunch sack. The empty Netch hide sack smells faintly of hearty bread and pungent cheeses. Oh, Netch hide as in the hide is made of Netch. Huh. Not so lucky nose needle. A long steel needle once slotted firmly through the nose of my warrior before it was forcibly removed. Ew. Perfect metronome. Once at a motion, the device keeps a steady pace until stopped. Great for music, I'm sure. Smuggler's doll. This ratty stained bear doll has a hidden pocket for smells faintly of skooma. Utility sash. A leather workman's sash filled with multiple cloth loops to hold nails, small tools, and files. Wicker effigy. The traditional wicker statue used as a stand for the owner in dark rituals no longer sanctioned by most religions. Wrought iron claw file. A double-sided claw file. One side is coarse, the other fine. Engraved on the handle says Moonfire Forge. And now I am at least somewhat richer than I was before. What are you? Merchant.
I don't understand why everyone's so upset. Since when is it a crime to pretend to be one of the Queen's tax collectors?
I have anything I can sell you? Probably. These cards we use. Ornate. Sell price increased by 285%, yet it's selling 92 gold. Queen, what cheap ass stuff you sell? You give me. It's only 92 gold, and that's its increased price by 200%. Okay. This is the Outlaws. I don't know if I've been here in other places. I may have. This is where you sell stolen goods if you are a thief, or even if you accidentally thieved. Veiled Heritance, be warned. It has come to our attention that a group of political activists known as the Veiled Heritance has engaged in thievery and the fencing of stolen goods in this area. While the Shadow Artisans are rich, normally welcome kindred spirits, the group's recent anti-Dominion activities have not gone unnoticed by Queen Heritance agents. We suspect that drawing the attention of the eyes of the Queen upon our own operations would be foolish and unnecessarily risky. We therefore request all associates refrain from any and all dealings with this group. Their business is not welcome, and the presence of their operatives or anyone associated with them will not be tolerated. Thank you for your understanding. The management. No veiled Heritance inside the thieves' den. Crack my eye. Gotta Crap on my eye. Okay, so this one will go next to the beach and rescue this lady. What the hell? This music's suddenly very heavy. Excuse your marine butt. Should you have guards at every entrance? Oh.
Get moving, please.
Okay. Jesus. Wait, someone's here. Okay,
this isn't good. And we don't have the men.
I don't know this one.
I recognize you. You were talking with Anselmo in the courtyard earlier. I heard about what happened with Estonia. Most of us aren't like that. Will you spare a moment for the true Velkel watch?
What happened?
This guardsman is from the village of Sicelen. They're under attack. He managed to say something about the first Auradon Marines before he succumbed to his wounds. Something about a fire, a village ablaze.
Kentu's in some gods.
With Estonia's death, we're a bit disorganized. Please, you handled the captain so well. Go to Sicelen, northwest of Volkagard. Find the Conan Reeve or his daughter Elenwyn, and help those people.
This one will check it out. Just like on mine. Can I go in here? No, that's just all crapped up. Okay, so that one will happen later. That's a little bit northern here. If the chains drop, we'll go visit that too, but I don't know if they'll drop. Oh, enemies in the area, but this one is sneaky, yes. I like how wet stabbing with these are. I sell that for good money, yes.
You're not with them. Quickly, get me out of here.
This one's been looking for you. Are you alright?
I didn't see them until I was almost on top of them. Their ships are all along the western shore. I'm sorry.
Let me untie you and we'll both get out of here.
Thank you.
Agent Arsenal, get yourself to the coast and set up a watch near Volkagard. I've gotten word the Queen has recently arrived. The Marines we're holding at South Beacon will be valuable hostages. Just to have them at the right moment. Contact the Royals, continue of haste. Once the Somerset Isles are ours, we'll be able to dictate terms should the veiled inheritance follow through, and we may allow them Ardon as a gift. Maybe. These are Mortimer, right? Oh my god, I thought that seagull was like a scream. I was like, holy shit. This is quite a scream. Ah, this one likes the coast. We'll enjoy the coast. We won't see it for a while. I just think we're heading inland. Though it's an island, I guess, so there's lots of coast. Oh, yes. This one will go do that. If I can get over there before they close it. It's going to be a fairly populated one. Sounds like we're close. Ooh, we're right next to it. There's so much going on.
Your corpse will make a fine addition to my collection.
Bring it, Ball.
Destroy them. Sometimes the prey turns and nips us. It is a small thing.
That should be it, I believe. Frick is that? Did y'all see that slime thingy? Oh, level up. I'll have to color it. Not even worth keeping. I discard that one on the ground. Head, heavy, 20 I'll sell. Neck. Goes down on health, but up on stamina. The health is down 2,000, stamina up 1,000. Yeah, I'm having trouble with stamina, so we'll do that. And I'll sell that. Ring. Do that, it goes up to 227 on Magicka. Do this, it goes down on Magic Recovery and down on maximum stamina was shown to do that. So since it just increased this one and this one is no good, do that. Okay. Back to the Elven Sea City. Does this have a, I don't think this one actually has a house you can live in here, which is too bad because, you know, Seaside City sounds nice, and if you get to the ocean and you just sit there, you can listen to the waves roll. Of course, you can't stay still for too long or it kicks you out. Nern does not like idle people. Also, in this area, you have a nice little, like, tree setting you could talk with friends in. The Way Shrine is very popular to hang out around, but you've got all the channels open, or the main channel open, and you're going to have a lot of music and crap playing in your ears. Just from experience. I found everybody, and no one's going to come. Play the one, the wrong person's going to come back to you.
I feel terrible. And how is it I'm the one that's managed to show up? Lorkin's luck.
Well, at least Tanamo is back. Good, reliable Tanamo. Where are the rest of them?
About the rest of the crew?
Oh, this should be good. What?
Bato says he'll never go to sea again. Seasickness.
Seasickness? The biggest swells we hit wouldn't have made my old mother queasy. And half the trip he spent in the cabin, swilling that awful meat brew Bosma love. Stars above. What about Anala?
I will say I ate his vomit and it was quite gross. And Nala's too afraid of them while to go to sea again anytime soon.
Malmer? What kind of phantom fear is that? I expected better of Anala. The Malmer are no threat to Volkguard.
Actually, the Malmer are moving on Aldon. Oops, sorry, Chi. Deagel was captured walking on the shore.
Well, Oriel strike me blind. I'd best be getting out of here then. If we don't move quickly, they'll lock down the port.
Your crew's all accounted for then?
Yes, that's all of them. Now let's see. If I toss Tanamo into a cabin and set sail today, I should just make Velen ahead of the news. Good luck, dry legs.
I have a question. Is this your boat? Because this boat is not big enough for a crew of 4. I guess this is a ferry boat, so the person who hires you would be there. If I level up. Stamina. Oh, I need to go level up to reward stuff. Back upgrade space, yay. Now I go stamina. Another one. Medium armor for protection. Or dual assassination has nothing. Dual wielding has a new move, but let's go ahead and do medium armor for now. Dexterity can go up. It increases weapon critical rating by 46. Increases your stamina recovery by 2%, which really sounds good. And it improves sneak. Let's do stamina recovery for now. I'm sneaky enough as the cat. Okay. Next up, I think this is our closest mission. So if we head north from here, we'll be able to get to it. We'll ride to the edge of town, then we'll get off and go first person so y'all can see around the continent, island, continent? Island, I don't know. Oh, no, she's just... This is all... Now, this is something I found always weird. They just have this set up out here. I don't know if this is a...
Keep moving.
Jesus, you guys are floods.
Water looks different in every harbor. Love the shallows here.
Even all the way up here. The Onus of Ogama by Fretis Savilonia. Being a primer for the young student on a mortal's obligation to record his or her life story, why am I doing that? Presented in form of quotations from the classics. All generalics recognize that this duty to memorialize the events of our lives, a duty placed upon us by the divines at the beginning of time. The most ancient reference we have to this journal onus comes from the Aldmeriad, the great origin saga of the elves, which quotes the god Xarxes, ascribed to Ariel. As ye are true children of Et Ada, thou shalt honor us by honoring thy own lives. For in each of you is housed the divine spark, and thus the record of thy action is a sacred duty. Keep therefore each and every one of you a Ogama, an ever-scriven scroll which shall memorialize thy breathed lives. Thus in at least this way shall thy spark be immortal. In the late Merithic, the Nord culture hero Yuzmir developed a runic alphabet based on Elvish principles, which enabled the written transcription of Atmorn speech. Yuzmir's first work in the new form of writing was a chronic of his own life and its events, making Yuzmir the first human historian. Here is a quotation from the great hero himself, as recorded in Songs of Return, Volume 1. Then, though I did feel a great ire against the perfidious elves, desired nothing more than to hie me hence to Likrithik, and take ship back to Tamriel, where I could try the edge of Wuthod against their all too many necks. Yet I had beheld during my captivity that the wily elves possessed much learning knowledge, though they put it in both vile and dishonorable. And I bethought me that to defeat the elves and scour them from the land, it would be well in men also did wield such wisdoms. Therefore I strung long launcher with the woeful bowstring, and sought the marshes of the east, where dwelt Feldarasta, the great snow goose, and I slew her with a hawk-fetched dart, and plucked from her a great quill, which I used to write down my speech as I had seen the elves do. And I vowed that henceforth all men would record their ideas and thoughts, just as Shor carved a record of his victory over Sneak. into the side of the Shivering Glacier, and in this way would the best ways of killing elves be preserved. This obligation was ratified against in the time of Saint Alessia and founding the Empire's citadel. The first demigod, Morius, the first breath of man, himself kept a chronicle that has come down to us as the Abadala, one of the first precepts on the recordings of all Haps. I do believe the first Morhaus may be the demigod that got turned into the orc, Daedra, but I'm not entirely sure. Then Morhaus snorted and spake fiercely against the nondescript, saying, "Are the deeds of Paravant to be forgotten by the men of the Hinsure? Are the crimes of the Salachi to be erased so that the 7 practices for mayhem shall seem all unjustified? Nay, by Akatosh, nay, by the dragon Duration, who gave us time so that events could unfold their sequence, and thus be recalled as they happen. Never shall your ilk prevent our people from recording their tales, as did the overweening Salache in the late Torment epoch." And he did smite their heads from their shoulders, and their gore fell as words on the stones, recording their several devices. So students, do not groan and complain of the burden. Carping and calculating when your parents and teachers ask if you have written today in your journal, because to do so is a right for which your ancestors paid in blood. Interesting. No, I don't know why I took out my weapons while I was reading. It's really weird. Also, this, I guess, is a watch area, but it's also very weird. Oh, I have something going on up here. Are you another...
Excuse me, please. I have a... If I may be so bold, you match the description I was given.
You're a
I have a message to deliver to you. An old wizard hired me. Called himself Abner Tharn and claimed to be a battleman.
Goodbye. Frick you and your thorn. I said frick you. Get lost. Get off it. I guess I'm just going north. There seems to be a building up here somewhere. So you'll notice that while we're here in the High Elven territory, most of the roads are fairly paved well. Paved fairly well. I speak English. It's so good. So soon discovered. Interesting. Just a little town. Oh, that's got all destroyed up there. A little town. Just some buildings. Farm buildings, it looks like. Oh, okay, this is where we need to go.
The Veiled Heritance is behind this madness, I'm sure of it.
Madness?
Can't you smell the smoke? Sil Salen is under attack. I barely got my father out alive. The cannon reeve, almost slain. These brutes may wear the uniforms of the First Oridon Marines, but they're imposters.
Who are they?
They're agents of the Veiled Heritance, I'm sure of it. Teldor, my father's assistant, is trying to organize a defense. You look capable. Will you help Sil Salen?
This one will find Teldor at once.
We'll be waiting in the barn down the road. Good luck in there.
This one would like a bit more information.
There's not much time. What do you need to know?
Who are you?
Elenwen. I run an inn here in town, but if you don't hurry up, they'll have it burned to the ground.
Who is Canon Lano?
My father, and the man standing beside me, silly fool.
Where can I find Teldor?
He's in the town square, just over the bridge. You must hurry. He's hopelessly outnumbered.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
We were expecting an attachment from the First Oridon Marines to prepare for the Queen's visit. Then this lot arrived and started killing and burning. We were readying for a celebration, not a slaughter.
You're sure they're imposters?
Why would the Queen send men to attack her loyal subjects? It makes no sense. But it would be just the sort of ruse the Veiled Heritance would use to undermine her authority.
Canon Reeve Valano at your service.
I have some. This one has some questions.
I hope I have the answers.
Who are you?
Canon Reeve Valano, Sil Salen's chief administrator. The town has prospered under my guidance. Well, until today.
Instant notifications or the notifications. Nothing important. Okay. What can you tell me about the attack?
My assistant Teldor and I were overseeing preparations for the Queen's visit. I thought it odd that the Marines arrived so far ahead of schedule, but decided that fortune favored us. I've never been so wrong.
Okay. Where would that be at? Supplies? We'll see how good that is. Slice them to the ribbons before they can even react. A little fire over there, but let's go check this out.
Don't leave me here.
Thank the Eight. Quickly, untie us.
Who are you?
Captain Tendil of the 1st Auridon Marines. We were sent here at the behest of Her Royal Majesty, Queen Irene. We walked into a trap. Agents of the Veiled Heritans stripped us of our uniforms and gear and left us here to burn.
The imposters are burning the town. Where are your weapons?
We have a stash at the farm near the edge of town. Return them to us. I'll personally see that every last imposter dies screaming for mercy!
You've got the deal.
Thank you. I'll untie the rest. You get that gear for us.
Within this building. I slip in, I slip out. Sneaky as a little kitchen thief. No one the wiser. How much? I'll take it for now.
Any luck?
I have you here.
We'll gear up and patch our wounds. In the meantime, find out who's behind this conspiracy. I'll send one of my best men along with you to help loosen some tongues.
This one thinks he does all the work, while no one else who says they will help will help. But at least I have a friend. Friend come. We sneak, you sneak, yes. Don't carry a marine sneak in the Hariyama. I want to try something. I know there is an assassination ability to cut from behind, but I don't know if I need the Dark Brotherhood for that. If I do, this one will do Dark Brotherhood missions next. Let's see. Ah, no use. Dark Brotherhood needs. Darned. It looks like next time we play this Khajiit, he will be inducted into the Dark Brotherhood. This one's still dead. This one's still dead. Oh, wait, no. Why are you sending me over here in the middle of a mission? What the hell? Ignore the roundabout way we went there, Ordon Marine. We just kind of went somewhere. This guy.
Jordan, are you insane? Can't you see the town is under attack?
Elduin sent me to help.
Did she? How do I know you're not one of the imposters?
Look, do you want my help or not?
Fine. Grab that bucket from the well and put out the fires. If you find any villagers, tell them they need to evacuate until it's safe. What are you waiting for? Move like you have a purpose.
What are you gonna do?
Refuse to answer an outsider's pointless questions, for one. I'll catch up with you at the barn later.
My eternal thanks.
Free at last. I owe you one.
Excuse you.
I thought I was done for.
You were done for. Hello, done for. My name's Khajiit. We're outside town, yes. Lost my guard.
fires are under control thanks to you.
I saved as many villagers as I could.
We'll be a long time in rebuilding, but your bravery won't be forgotten. Now, to more pressing matters. Teldur has betrayed us.
Betrayed you? What happened?
Teldur asked Canonry Villano for a word outside. When they didn't return, I went to look for them. I got a glimpse of them heading towards the manor. Teldur was holding a knife to my father's side.
The manor?
Our home. The Canon Reeves' residence. Teldur's quarters are there as well. Please, you must go there quickly. I fear for my father's life.
This one will find them.
Teldur must answer for his crimes.
Few questions.
Go ahead.
Why would Teldur conspire to destroy his own town?
Perhaps the Veiled Heritance offered him wealth or power. They may have even offered to make him Canon Reeve of a larger city. Who can say?
How can this one get into the manor?
The front door is heavily guarded and almost certainly locked. But one of the guards should have a key. I've also heard there's an underground entrance, an old smuggling tunnel that leads to the beach. That might be your best bet.
I'm strong enough to go to the front door if I need to, but the other way sounds something more sneaky, yes. Follow this down, I can go around to the beach. Well. Now whatever, you die. Why are you even here? Woo! Off my marine. Did you eat his knife? Because I have a knife. Speaking of, Tori? Nothing spell damage down on penetration. I don't even know what that means. 1037, 1096. $240. Everything up here. This one's better than the one I have in my main hand. Okay, so offhand. No, not really. Here's how my magicka and my maximum health. There.
I'm staying here till Silsalen is safe again.
Going to the beach, but the point of coming down this way is going in to make sure it's safe. Oh, a camp. These little camps are for us to build things. That you're staying. You seem to be with me again, you butt. There's an old smugglers in back here. I do not know if it's guarded. Definitely some kind of ship presence here. Oh, yep, inheritance. So I had the weirdest dream last night, by the way, and don't ask me where it came from. In my dream, I was up and it was late at night, and I heard knocking on the door, and my first thought was, oh, it's Apollo, he wants in. And my mom's downstairs, and I'm like, yo, the dog wants in, because the dog was apparently out. And he was by the door. But then I see a hand come from by the window and knock, so I don't even think to say anything. I think, oh, that's not odd. So my mom opens the door, and the entire door just comes off the hinges and falls on her, and someone pulls her outside. And that was the end of that dream, and it was really weird, and I didn't understand what the hell that came from.
The Cannon Reeve betrayed us. Betrayed us all.
Elwyn said you were the betrayer.
I found proof. Canon Reeve Villano, member of the Veiled Heritance, didn't want to believe. I confronted him. He tried to escape. Captured him. Brought him here. His men were waiting.
I need to get you some. This one needs to get you some help.
No. Too late for me. Must go. Stop Villano before he escapes.
Theodore? Your life bar is full. This one does not think you're really dead. Oh, he's upstairs. Whoop. Henry, you are kind
You
of
think you can
dude.
trifle with the Veiled Heritance and live to tell the tale?
Justice is done. I must return to my squad. Farewell.
Of course, this one will go out to see you. Aha. Always good to check up here. This one will have to go around. All the way out, so if I jump on the roof, I'll fall. Ooh, there. Looks like I used a sky shard decoration right here. Ice fountain, I sucked your sky shard dry. I do that to lots of things. I mean, what? Okay, we'll just sneak behind him and see if that works. Nope, no way. Oh shit, she's down. She's inside the manor. What the hell?
Your valiant rescue of the first Oridon Marines was well-timed. They've driven off the last of the imposters. What news of the traitor, Teldor? Was Canon Reeve Villano injured?
Theodore is dead, but he was no traitor. It was the Canon Reeve Villano all along.
My father was a traitor to the crown? Orchestrated an assault on his own people? Why? Why would you do this, father?
This one does not fear. His job here is done. I am soaked in the blood of many traitors. Captain Tyndale.
The last of the Heritance has been driven out. Silsalen is safe once again, thanks to you.
You look good in armor. Razonda.
Raz could not help but overhear. It is a terrible thing to tell a person her father is gone.
What are you doing here, Sunda?
This one was doing a bit of cleanup in Volk-Helgard after the Estonia incident. Heard about your problems here and thought we could lend a hand. Got here too late, of course. Your efficiency is impressive.
Well, what will you do now?
Help the locals. They will need all the help they can get. Raz hopes he can find some intel here, perhaps unearth some new leads. This one has sent agents to every town in Oridan. If there are more like this Alano out there, we shall find them.
Is the Queen well?
So far as Raz knows, yes. She left not long after you did for Tanzelwil. This one is sure she will be happy to see you there.
2 eyes. Yeah, 3 eyes. You know, it's important that we have 3 spies in here. I guess I'm okay to walk around in first person. Is this place? No, this little town doesn't have anything. Maybe as a merchant sitting somewhere I can use. I would say Dead Marine, but I think these are all Veld Heritance. You know, for a little town, it's quite nice. If you don't take the burned buildings, it had like a courtyard, a thing over there. Bring something.
Keeping myself busy here.
My family is safe because of you. Thank you.
I'm not sure what you're doing, but good luck with that. Ah. Okay, we want to get to the west. They have a lot of rebuilding to do. They have a pretty little waterway, though. Look at that. Little babbling brook. Nice sound, pretty view. You can even, like, look at it right to the waterfall right there. Pretty nice. All Somerset Isles are very pretty places. Lots of reds and greens. Not too much forestry, more woodsy, but a light woodsy with some plains. You can see some of the bigger trees you could see in Valen Wood later on, but nothing too over-encompassing. Oh, the ladies here, I do not remember. Ooh. Sky shard. The lady glowing? I didn't know the stone's blue. Glowed? Glued? Glown? What does she do? Guess I'm well with business. No, I wanted... Okay. I guess that's what she is now. She's part of me. I was actually trying to see what she'd do, but since you did that without my permission, we'll see what happens. Character should have a boon. Increase spell and physical resistance by 2744. I guess that's okay. Some resistance to magics. Yes. Okay, I am here. I want to go... Oh god. I'm here. I want to go left. There's a way shrine to my left. Is this the road? This is the road? Okay. We've gone off the stone path and onto the more deep dirt path, but whatever. Nice bridge though. This is another good place to hang out. Peaceful, no monsters. Next to the lady. More destroyed areas up here. Way shrine somewhere up here. Random chest. That's my butt. Gold. Go light. Okay, I'll take those. Heavy, but I can sell those. Don't really care about empty soul gems. Inventory. Heavy and light. Oh darn it, I'm medium. Not light. I keep forgetting I'm medium in this. I'll sell most of those. There's the way shrine. Okay, so I'm going north then. There's something up here actually. So these eyes are like tourist spots. This is a tourist spot called Monkey's Rest. Cool. I know nothing about Monkey's Rest, but obviously it's a old house or small temple. Looks like a house. I'll read that in a minute. The monkeys. Ordons. They stare, looking into my soul. Their little eyes, their furry bodies. I can't imagine a more terrifying sight. Do not believe the tale. Those monkeys hate our intrusion into their home. Cute. Soul gem. But no, I won't take the soul gem. Hey monkeys, you cute. Excuse me, guys. Go this way. There's another way shrine up here. Towards that way shrine, I guess. Where's the road? Ah. Paved road. There's a little split here. I don't get why there's a little split here. Always take left. It's like the weirdest split there for no reason. Ooh. I see someone that may be a merchant. Oh boy, what have I got myself into? Origins of the Mages Guild by Archmage Saladar. The idea of the oh, I've read this before, I think. Yes. We've read that in our other characters, so I don't have to read that. Who's all? Merchant, come here. I need you.
Always happy to serve. Get you something?
No, I got shit to sell. I rarely ever buy anything from any of you guys. First, I got a pewter necklace with health increase, 15 gold. Sailor's hatchet with physical damage increase, no damage, 21 gold. Inducer's capsule, 5 rates. Just an iron dagger, which actually got me more than the scalpel. Iron helm of health. Pewter ring of reduced costs. Shield of twin sisters. This is different, but it doesn't have anything on it, so here. It's part of the twin sister set, apparently. Elegant epaulets. Part of the elegant set. Iron pauldron. Iron battle axe. Traitor's flame. The Ultarian staff like this one's used for the War Mages in the First Order and Marines. And that's all I got. Wait, how much do I have as far as...
Always happy to serve.
Gold I got 4,000. Not bad. I should go this way and get the, is it across the river? Across the river. I appear to be near another city. Or ruin. Wouldn't be surprised if I ran into a mission over here. Maybe not. What is this? A fair. R? Fair Rain Shrine. Let's go check out Fair. We should unlock all areas before we move on. Fair discovered, but no missions. Just an area. Ooh, mission.
Find a better life somewhere else. Make way, please. Winnie and I are eager to be gone.
Winnie the Pooh? What is wrong?
Plague. Stay away if you value your life. A dozen people afflicted over the last week.
Who is in charge? Is anyone treating the sick?
Endil has been tending to the ill in Annenway's barn. He's just the town alchemist, no formal healer training. You want to risk your life? Be my guest. Winnie and I are bound for Skywatch.
Good luck on our road. I will check out the plague. This one does not smell the death of plague, just the death of death.
Soon as my brother is well, I'm out of here. I'm brokering a deal to buy blades in Matisen.
Okay.
I've heard stories of the Marma sniffing around Oridon lately. Wouldn't be surprised if those sea elves started this plague business. Their ships are full of sea rats.
I wouldn't be too far off. Excuse me, Dominion Guard. I'm going to ignore that you're there and going to ignore that I'm entering.
My men are here to ensure order, madam. You approved Hendel's
When
contract
Hendel first
yourself.
proposed this, I had no idea things would get so bad.
And your security is my concern. Stay with your family. Keep them healthy.
Okay.
We're losing her! Amor, bring me that salve!
Quickly! We can get more later. Hurry!
How much
Yes,
do we
just
got?
like that. Apply the salve.
Here, Hendel.
Please don't let me die.
She's alive. That's all that matters. Take her to quarantine. Hear about the plague? It's really catching on.
What?
Sorry. This is about my 4th day without sleep. Are you feeling well? Can I help you?
And this one is fine. How long has this plague been going on?
Not long. My son was its first victim, bless his heart. I'm not really a healer, just the town alchemist. But I couldn't just sit by and watch people suffer.
How do you treat something like this?
Sallowweed aloe. It seems to hold back the illness for a time. I apply it to my patients as soon as they show symptoms. If their condition worsens, though, we put them in quarantine.
Is there anything this one can do to help?
Actually, we just ran out of sallowweed. A big patch grows just outside of town. Will you gather some? Amor's already got the next batch of salve prepped. Just need the sap to get back to work.
Happy to help.
Sallowweed's pretty potent stuff. Gathering it should be safe enough. As long as you don't eat it, you'll be fine. I think.
You mentioned the quarantine. What is that?
Fair used to be a mining town. The workings are still down there. After folks started to get sick, we wanted to keep the worst away from the uninfected. So we put them in quarantine down below.
You just abandoned them to die?
No, not at all. Amor and I go down regularly to care for them. We set up a contract with the mercenaries to keep everyone safe. This'll all turn out fine in the end.
Need to see this woman. No time to talk.
I heard what you did at the guard, Traveler. Oriel keep you safe. Look, they don't need help from outsiders right now. My men can handle this. These folks have enough trouble tending to their own. Don't need you getting sick too.
Whatever. I am just picking some weeds. Calm down, lady. Excuse me? I cut your throat. Why? Okay. What kind of disease makes you attack people? What did I just get from legs? Oh, I got some light. What was that noise? Did you make that noise? That noise was disgusting. Stick to the high grass of the fishy. person who isn't trying to eat me.
Stay well. You don't want what these folks have.
Yeah, no, I don't. Oh god. Ancient scrolls of Dwemer, the sea, the hamlet village of the Lorik was a quite peaceful Dwemer community nestled in the grey and tan dunes and boulders of the Dacious site. No vegetation of any kind grew in Lorik, though there were blackened vestiges of long-dead trees scattered throughout the town. Arriving by caravan, Kamaded looked at her new home with despair. She was used to the forest land of the north, where her father's family had hailed from. Here there were no shade, little water, and a great open sky. The land looked dead. Her mother's family took Kamaded to her younger brother Nevithin, and they were very kind to the orphans, but she felt lonely in the alien village. It was not until she met an old Argonian woman who worked at the water factory that Kamaded found a friend. Her name was Sigirth, and she said that her family had lived in Lorik centuries before the Dwemer arrived, when it was a great and beauteous forest. Why did the trees die? Asked Kamaded. When there were Argonians only on this land, we never cut trees, for we had no need for fuel or wooden structures, such as you possess. When the Dwemer came, we allowed them to use the trees as they needed them, provided they never touched the Hist, which were sacred to us and to the land. For many years we lived peacefully, and no one wanted to hurt anything. What happened? Some of your scientists discovered that by distilling a certain tree sap, molding it and drying it, they could create a resilient kind of armor called resin, said Sigurd. Most of the trees that grew here had very thin ichor in their branches, but not the Hist. Many of them fairly glistened with fab, which made the Dwemer merchants greedy. They hired a woodsman named Junin to start clearing the sacred arbors for profit. The old Argonian woman looked to the dusty ground and sighed. Of course the Argonians cried out against it. It was our home, and the Hist, once gone, would never return. The merchants reconsidered, but Junin took it on his own to break our spirit. He proved one terrible bloody day that his prodigious skill with the axe could be used against people as well as trees. Any Argonian who stood in his way was hummus under the Dwemer people of Lorik. Closed the doors and their ears to the cries of murder. Horrible, gasped Kamaded. It is difficult to explain, but the death of our living ones was not nearly as horrible to us as the death of our trees. You must understand that to my people, the Hist are where we are come from, and we are going. Destroying our bodies is nothing. Destroying our trees annihilates us utterly. When Junin turned his axe on the Hist, he killed the land. The water disappeared, the animals died, and all the other life that the trees nourished crumbled and dried to dust. Then why are you still here? Asked Kamaded. Why didn't you leave? We are trapped. I am one of the last of my dying people. Few of us strong enough to live away from our ancestral crows, and sometimes even now, there's a perfume in the air of Lorkel that gives us life. It will not be long until we are all gone. Camilla felt tears roll in her eyes. Now we'll be alone in this horrible place with no trees and no friends. We Argonians have a expression, said Sigurd. I don't know why I'm giving him a Jamaican accent like a friggin' whatever. The sad smile, taking Kamida's hand. The best soil for a seed is found in your heart. Kamaded looked into the palm of her hand and saw that Sigurd had given her a small black pellet. It was a seed. It looks dead. It can only grow in one place in all of Lork Hills, said the old Argonian. Outside an old cottage on the hills outside town. I cannot go there, for the owner would kill me on sight, like all my people. I am too frail to defend myself now, but you can go there and plant the seed. What will happen? Asked Kamala. Will the Hist return? No, but some part of their power will. That night, Kamaded stole from her home and into the hills. She knew the cottage Sigurd had mentioned. As she approached it, the door opened and an old but powerful-built man appeared with a mighty axe hung over his shoulder. What are you doing here, child? He demanded. In the dark, I almost took you to be a lizard man. I've lost my way in the dark. I'm trying to get back to Lorkuk. Be on your way, then. Do you have a candle I might have? She asked previously. I've been walking in circles, and I'm afraid I'll only return back here without light. The old man grumbled and walked into his house quickly. Comandita dug a hole in the dry dirt and buried the seed as deeply as she could, returning with a lit candle. See to it that you don't come back here, he growled, or I'll chop you in half. He returned to his house. The next morning, when he awoke and opened the door, he found that his cottage was entirely sealed within an enormous tree. He picked up his axe and delivered a blow and after blow to the wood, but he could not break through. He tried side chops, but the wood healed itself. He tried an upper chop, but the wood sealed. Much time went by before someone discovered old Junan's emaciated body lying in front of his open door, still holding his blunted, broken axe. What he'd been chopping with it was a mystery. The rumor spread that his sap was found on his blade. Shortly thereafter, small flowers began pushing up through the town's dry dirt. This did not return, but at twilight the shadows of the great trees would fill the streets. That's kind of sad and beautiful.
Ah, you're back. Good. Sorry, just trying to stay on my feet.
This one's got some salloweed for you.
Wonderful. I'll have Amor make up another batch of aloe straight away. I hope it wasn't any trouble for you.
Some people were wandering the fields. They looked diseased and attacked me.
They did? That's unfortunate.
Indeed, what's wrong?
I'm sorry, my mind is drifting. Very tired. Some of the local farm workers must have been touched by the plague. I'll send Amor and some of the mercenaries to treat them. Thank you for telling me.
Is there anything else this one can do to help?
Yes, actually. If you could pass out the aloe to some of the villagers, I'll be able to send Amor to treat those farmhands straight away. New patients popping up every day.
Who should this one talk to?
Let's see. Have my list here. Nelulin, who should be out fixing the sheds about now. Yerel, no doubt hiding in his home. And Arnenway. She owns this farm, probably just outside the barn here. Those are the next victims on the list.
Okay, your voice changed weirdly. This one will pass out that low.
I'll make the new batch right away, sir.
Make this batch extra potent, Amor.
Oh. I was supposed to grab the yellow. I thought I had it already. A smelly salad made from sap of the celery branch.
Hey there.
Hindle had you on the list, said give you this salad.
I'm sick? Stars. I suppose it was only a matter of time. It is my barn, after all.
Hello?
Thank you. Here I thought my biggest problem was keeping the farm. Now I'm worried about catching the plague. The stars move, I suppose.
Excuse me, guys. Apparently I'm coughing again.
What are you doing in my home? Don't you know who I am?
Hindle sent me. Have this salad for
It's
you.
about time. My family helped to found this stars-forsaken town. You'd think I'd be one of the first to get treated.
Right, hope you feel...
You've done what you came to do. Get out and don't dawdle. Bad enough I have to deal with these dirt farmers. Now I'm dealing with their diseases, too?
Wow, you're a dick.
Sorry, help you? I've got a lot of work to do around here.
Hindle sent me. I have some salve for you.
Salve? What? Does that mean I've got the plague? Stars above. Mother won't be able to bear this.
Don't know you were on his list.
Hendil's done so much for this town, all I can do is trust him. Wish this wasn't happening to
No
me.
weird going on. You mentioned your mother.
My mother, Velatos. She's at her home nearby, waiting for word about my brother. He's down in the cave, waiting for Hendil to come up with a cure. It'll be all right. Thank you.
Sorry to bear the bad news.
I suppose I should be grateful I have the salve. Hendil's son succumbed so quickly. Stars damn this plague.
You mentioned your brother. What happened to him?
My brother, Ewalian, was one of the first to fall to the plague. Hendil was so kind, talking to Mother, explaining things. Ewell's been in quarantine for days now with no word. She's beside herself. Now, with me having to take the salve, damn it.
Oh, let's see if he drinks it. You gonna drink it? You're just working. Just working. Okay. Something fishy. Something smells like the fish.
Get away from me, cat. I don't know what sort of disease lives in your fur, and I don't want to find out.
Hey, E, that's the first example I've seen of them noticing I'm a race. I've seen that very few.
The reserves and seal the exits. We must be cautious. Everything's going to be fine. We're just very worried about the poor victims in the mine. Does everyone have their salve?
This one spoke to all three of them. Are they ill?
In some cases, I'm taking a preventative stance. Hopefully that will stop the spread of the disease. The gods thank you. As do I.
Psst, over here, quickly.
Huh?
There's just something not right about this.
This one agrees.
Everyone in town is so grateful to Hendil. But I don't trust him. Or that little toad Amur. My youngest son's been down there for a week. Why?
You don't think he's trying to help these people?
No, I don't. I think he's hiding something. Those mercenaries? They guard his house night and day. Please, I know you have no reason to trust me. But at least look. It's my son.
Ah, this one's sneaky. No problem.
I'll meet you at my home when you're done. I live just behind Hendil. And I know you must think I'm mad. But I can feel it. This is all wrong.
Wasn't Hendil's son the first infected?
I know. I can't explain it. But the last few days, it seems like people don't become sick until after Hendil gives them the salve. Or perhaps I'm just reading too much into this. Either way.
Wow. If that's not my glasses, my right eye is crap right now. Ow, so blurry. Is it my glasses? Maybe my glasses. I kind of have my eye mostly closed this entire time, but it feels better. Sorry. I probably need some glass cleaner or some eye cleaner. I don't know. Goodbye. Farewell. I will sneak into the house. In through the window, apparently? These windows are openable, apparently? I have no idea. That's weird. Hindle's journal. My son's gotten worse. I'm finding it hard to keep him sedated. His illness is insatiable. And those things, I have no idea what to do about the ones he's infected. The aloe is my only chance. I'm the first to uncover his properties as a powerful topical sedative. If there were more peaceful times, I would have submitted my research to the college. I could have won the esteem of my peers. Now I live all these waking hours in fear that those around me. At any moment they might uncover the truth about Tanaka. What that could mean. That doesn't give me much. Okay, do I not go out this? Yeah, I got this window I entered. I'm not going out the front door like an idiot. This is your house. This looks like a farm.
They took him. They took Nalulin. Now both of my boys are locked away.
This one's sorry for last day. Found journal while searching Nathan's
What's
home.
he hiding? I'm not sure I understand all of this, but I was right. This plague, or whatever you want to call it, is all his fault.
Why would he create a plague?
No idea. But it's clear. Whatever's going on has to be stopped. Please. I know you barely know me, but my sons are all I have. I don't know if I could go on.
This one need to get into the mine then.
Yes, and to do that you'll need to get past the mercenaries. The unsmiling thugs at the door won't give me the time of day. Maybe one of the others could be convinced to help you? Or maybe a disguise? I don't know.
I'll look at this one. Will get past them. Hello.
Quite the busybody about town, aren't you?
This one is actually. Can we talk about your fellow mercenaries?
It depends on what you want to know.
Well, this one needs to get inside quarantine. Any ideas how this one could do that?
I'll tell you. You mentioned quarantine. To say the truth, my coin purse isn't feeling that well.
Ooh, I can do that. I have enough.
That it is. Your best bet is to grab one of our uniforms from the cabinet in the bunkhouse. Anyone up there sure to be sacked out, won't notice a thing. Just don't tell him I sent you.
Thanks. Hope your coin purse feels better.
We're here for your protection. If you're not sick, get out of here.
This is a lot like an Ordon Marine. But whatever. I don't like this brown.
You're new, right? Go on in. Just don't let them touch you.
Despite its name, Fire Catacombs, another village cemetery. It's the elves create and eat their dead. These caves are worked out for fear mine. Really?
Hurry! Amor! We've got to get back before someone notices we're gone.
Now I will take this off because I don't need it no more, I think. We tried to smuggle in some stream water wine to help bolster your appearance. The guards took it from us, though. Don't worry, as soon as you're out of there, we'll throw you a great big party. Drinks on me. Blood thralls. Oh, vampires. Aren't those the ones that can turn you into vampires? Well, that would be my luck considering I want it, but I doubt that's going to happen. I think you have to get in.
Leave him! We must find Tenkano!
I will fight all of them in hopes to become a vampire, but I think you have to get a specific ones in a level 30 area.
Where am I? What happened?
Hindil and Emil dragged you down here. They just weren't enough.
Quarantine? But everyone's sick down here. Am I going to die?
This one doesn't know.
So tired. You have to find Hindil. Don't want to die.
I think I will find him and slit his throat. Please leave. Oh, his son must be the vampire. This one can drink your life force too with his blades. Saw that. First things first, I do not have any healing things attached. That's bad. I'll take this real quick. This real quick. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Juices, hopefully I don't need it anytime soon. You don't need those kidneys, you're just not drinking anything blood anyway. Excuse you, Jesus. Need to kill. Two-handed, but can I sell it for good money? Yeah, why not?
Son, let me in! They can't find you like this. They'll kill you.
Who was that I just killed? That was his help? Had that yesterday in the other place. To wield, I can do roll it now. Yo, move. Wait, do I have more? I don't have more.
Please go away. I'm just trying to protect my son.
What are you talking about? What's going on here?
Kano, my son. He's sick. I've been trying to hide it, but everything's gone wrong.
What's wrong with all these people?
My son. He feeds off of them. Then he bends them to his will. They become his thralls. I've been bringing people down here since he first got sick. Once I find the cure, I can set everything right.
This is just wrong.
Just want my son back, not this monster. Please don't hurt him. I can still make this right. I can still...
The new blood smells fresh. Please, Father, let them in. Fresh blood. And my next thrall.
Curse him.
No chance I caught vampirism, is there? Can I need to make it to where any vampires turn you into a vampire? I know it'd be annoying for some people, but for the other ones that don't think you're a vampire, it's less annoying. Other than having to wait till level 30 to become one or pay extra money for a game that, with all the DLC, comes out to be $100. Hundreds of dollars.
Oh, my son. I can't believe it. After everything I did to protect him.
To protect him? What about all these people?
I don't know. They were under Tancano, the monster's control. I don't know what'll happen now that he's gone. All we can do is hope.
You need to answer for what you've done here.
I understand. I don't deserve freedom. Report me to Natanwi. She can take me in. I can't face all those families. Can I wait here?
How does this one know you won't run?
I won't run. I'll... Tie me up. I'll wait for her to come for me.
Someone should kill you himself.
Please, just...
Kill you. Yeah, get on to that. Oh well. Maybe the vampires lead too. I think I'm on the way out. That must have been a shortcut. Exit. What was that? Never forgot my name. Dear sister, just like we thought, Father was the one stealing the loaves from the cupboard. Mother yelled and yelled, and we laughed and laughed. We would have laughed harder with you there. Get well, little sis. Ariel, watch over you. I know what you two have been doing. You all should be stabbed for it.
Please, my sons, what's happened?
Hindil sells a drug. He was feeding people to his son, Tancano, a vampire.
What? He's a monster. Who could do such a thing? Nalulin, did you find him?
This one found him just inside the entrance. Don't think the vampire got to him.
Thank the stars. Wait, what about Iwelian? He's been in there so long.
This one is sorry, Veletos. Too late.
No. My boy. My Ewell. Hendil. Where is he? Where is that bottle sniffer?
This one left him tied up inside the mine. Who was going to get the mercenary captain, too?
Stop. Just walk away. I appreciate what you tried to do, but just walk away now.
This one was never here.
That's right. I'll collect Medlulin on the way out. I think maybe we'll retire to the countryside. That sounds nice. Good.
This one has no problem with revenge death. You understand? I am not exactly a legal sanction. I don't care who I work for.
Hey there.
We're not gonna talk about what just happened here?
Sure is quiet around here. I wonder what stopped the plague.
My blades. I wish Father would bring me the tastier morsels from the boring little hamlet. I fear the herd has been cold past its prime in the finest colts. He had this line here. Thralls. Already my thralls. That is fine for now, though I don't want to grow bored of the finer blood under my control. I earned a taste of the finest Altmer wine aged in oak barrels, though he was much too calm the last time I fed on him. Mandarian has a piquant flavor of moldy cheese and dung, but I guess that's what you'd expect from a man raised in the backwater village, knee-deep in manure since the time he could walk. I sorely miss Car's bittersweet flavor. Her soft hush cries as I tasted her flesh were delectable garnish to the feast she provided. It's unfortunate that I can no longer revel in her essence. I must decide what to do with her desiccated corpse. I request that Father bring me more refined and proper beasts to savor. Perhaps someone like the more noble blood like Arenel and Nayland. Perhaps even more of the delicious body of Lotos herself. Though the way he looks at me when I make these requests unsettles me. Does he not love his son enough to indulge him these simple requests? Does he not want me to stay healthy and vibrant? Why does he look at me with so sad, baleful eyes? I am not a monster. I am his son. Cat, what are you doing? Get off things. I see another page. Son, don't worry. I know you were scared when you went down there, but everything will be alright. Your friend from down the road just got sailed yesterday. Maybe he'll be joining you soon. I know you wouldn't want him to get sick, but I feel better with someone watching out for you. Keep yourself safe and dream of the stars. We'll see you soon, Lenway. Well, I'm hoping the people who were
I heard
vampires...
what you did at the Guard Traveler. Oriel, keep you safe.
That's nice. Shouldn't you be... Hold on here, I have to check something here. Options? Audio? On. Those should be on. Okay. What's this the road out of here? Oh, I guess this is the road out of here. There you go. Is that you making all that noise, kitty cat? You know, it wasn't for all the thralls around. It's a nice place. A little mountain spring running off down here. Into that area. That goes down to this. The big old river goes down to the ocean. We've been on this river before down there. Nice. Let's head south. There's to be a land dam right here or something going on. It looks like a little break off from the river turns into some marshland. Pretty. I think that's the road. I want to head south, but there's also a way shrine here I can hit. Caravan.
So much to do.
Don't hold rudeness against the royals. It's like the scorpion, you know? It's in their nature.
Huh?
Damn this delay. Her Majesty is too good for this pomp and circumstance. We should be out with the people, not wasting our time with the dead.
The countryside is beautiful, is it not? Just wish my lovely wife were here to enjoy it with me.
Oh, where would she be?
Just jotting this stuff down for posterity. The Queen was a stickler for tradition and would not eschew the dead. No, that doesn't sound good at all.
Ah, the writer.
I'm standing here trying to figure out how much this stop is going to cost us. The Queen's time is valuable, you know. Keeping up with noble fashions alone sets us back several gold a day.
Well, I'm sure you could do better things than that, but okay. I guess you don't talk. You're just chilling in the shade.
This
oh,
is
Estray.
an unmitigated disaster. What is the Queen thinking?
Oh, you're a person.
Such a waste of the prince's time. That such a great man should be made to follow along after Iran, like a tamed hound. Naaman is no hound. He is a wolf.
You look familiar. Have we met before?
The Queen asked me to meet her here.
Ah, Volkelgard, of course. Welcome to Tanzelville. Perhaps you will get through to Her Majesty where we could not. Queen's favorite. I'm glad you're here. We came to Tanzelville to honor the spirits of our ancestors, and now they seem bloody well determined to kill us all.
Why would the ancestors try to kill you?
An excellent question, for which I have no answer. My dear sister, your queen, brought us here to perform a ceremonial ritual. It's a bit of political theater, really. Gain the blessings of the dead and all that rubbish.
You sound nice, but that you don't respect old traditions, I can actually respect that. Is the Queen in any danger?
If danger doesn't find her, she'll seek it out and invite it home to dinner. She's in the ruins just ahead, conspiring with the Battle Reeve. They're determined to complete the ceremony. Do be a loyal subject and see that she survives, won't you?
This one will see what he can do.
I swear, it's like being home for a New Life festival. The family's been drinking since noon, and everyone wants you dead.
Who are these people?
Oh, you know how it is. In the waters off the island, there are great sea beasts. Smaller creatures cling to their sides, eating the scraps they leave behind. It's just the same with nobility on land.
Why does the Queen have to do these rituals?
Tradition. Whenever a new monarch takes the throne, there are endless rituals and ceremonies. I myself was more than halfway through the 88 days of liturgical chanting required to take the throne. Then my dear sister returned.
You were going to take the throne before the Queen returned.
Oh, yes. When our father, King Hidalith, may he reign in glory, passed away, she was slated to begin the ceremonies. But then she left, just poof, gone, before she even entered the Sapiarch's labyrinth.
Is that another ceremonial duty?
Just so. And so it fell to me to spend the requisite 3,555 days studying Altmeri custom and ceremoniarchy. But I digress.
Someone didn't like all that studying. But am I really? Who's detecting me? Well, I know Silverman should be okay. I'll not and their work still in anyway.
We call upon our honored ancestors to pass on their memory and wisdom.
Your ancestors disavow you, false one. The Veiled Queen is the rightful heir, and Norian shall
queen.
end your
Look
reign.
out.
Well, that could have gone better. Maybe it's all that royal we nonsense. We call upon our ancestors. It's all rather condescending, isn't it?
Well, you are the Queen.
Don't remind me. This ceremony is supposed to show Oridon that I honor our people's culture and heritage. It's supposed to show that our ancestors see me as the rightful heir. I guess our ancestors have ideas of their own.
Why did that spirit threaten you?
I don't know. It mentioned Norian, my advisor. You met him in Volkelgard, I believe. My friend, something has gone wrong here. I hate to ask your aid again, but I must.
I just tell you what to do.
There are 2 priestesses elsewhere in the ruins, women I trust. If Norian has turned against me, I fear for their lives. Stand with them as they perform their parts of the ceremony. Keep them safe.
As you say, my queen.
These ceremonies are important to my people, which makes them important to me, I guess.
What will you do here, my queen?
Continue the rituals, of course. The priestesses are waiting on me. No unquiet dead will keep me from finishing what I began here.
Why do you have to perform the ritual?
It's as I said, the ceremonies are for the people. They've always been a part of crowning a new Altmeri monarch. The people are already nervous about my extended absence. They need to know they can trust me.
Why would Norian turn against you, and who is the Veiled Queen?
I've no idea who the Veiled Queen might be. Perhaps the leader of that Veiled Heritance group? And in my estimation, Norian would sell his own mother if he thought he'd get a good price at the market.
Oh, is he the guy from Skyrim? Selling his sister? So Norian's treachery is no surprise then.
Norian was a staunch supporter of my father, and after him, Naaman's bid for rule. He was very vocal in his disappointment when I returned and took the crown. For Norian, it's all a power game, and I wasn't playing his way.
I encountered the Heritance in Silsa-Helene after I left you in Volkar.
Truly? I had hoped Astanya led some kind of small splinter group, or gave a grandiose name to a group of thugs. If they can strike at a whole town, get to me here through Norian. Stars, they're a real threat.
The Queen's safety is my primary concern. Everything else is just bookkeeping.
He seems cool. Oh, we have a priestess.
Careful, don't get too close to the stone. It appears to be emanating dark necromantic energies.
What is that thing?
I'm not entirely certain, but it does look menacing, doesn't it? These stones appeared overnight, at key locations throughout the ruins. It's no coincidence that the ancestral spirits went mad that very day. I'm certain there's a connection.
It certainly does not look natural.
No, it doesn't, does it? There are dark forces at work here. I have a powerful Altmer holy symbol used for blessings at this site. I thought I might try using it on the stone, but I'm afraid I haven't the nerve. Would you be willing to try it?
Leave it to this.
My gods, it worked! You've destroyed the stone.
What should I do with your holy symbol?
Keep it for the time being. You may need it. If any more of these stones turn up, I'll find you. In the meantime, I should inform the Queen of our progress.
Interesting. I think this will be my last couple of missions right here, because I am on 3rd hour and it is now 10:22. I gotta get up and go for the day and do chores I was gonna do. So we'll go do this and I'll tell you what's going on for the week, because some stupidity is happening during the week. All thanks to people who don't listen to their employees. I had to kill you. Did he kill you? Also, keep an eye out for the
She's gone mad.
Huh? Is that a... Is that something they're doing, or is that a stone? Sky shard. Looks like a sky shard.
Did you see her? She tried to kill me. Colonway is an ancestral spirit that haunts this grove. She's always been a mischievous one, but I've never seen her so violent.
Where is the spirit?
She's lying in wait, ready to pounce as soon as I lower my defenses. I can't complete the Queen's ceremony unless you banish her from this plane. Be careful. She'll tear your throat out if you give her half the chance.
The ancients bless you for your prayers.
Oh, please, Arwen. Arwen. At the Queen's behest, I have agreed to perform an important part of the ritual honoring the ancestral spirits. Since many of the ancestors have grown hostile, I plan to do this in a quiet grove where I often meditate. The area is usually only occupied by a lone spirit named Collinway. While mischievous and enigmatic, Collinway knows me and has always tolerated my presence in the past. He'll certainly be safe to perform the ritual ceremony. Certain is now better. You have been banished. Now I'm putting myself in active battle. Half of that was banished. Slinky little kid. Yeah, see that? I mean, you re-die? Whatever. You get banished. You get banished. You get banished. Okay, you're dead. I don't even know what that noise was. Sit for a minute and gather our breath. Unfortunately, sneaking takes up stamina. Ooh, you have.
protect me as I complete my prayers to the ancestors.
May the ancestors bless you. May the ancients guide you through your days.
May we be honored by your humble prayers and offerings. The ritual is complete. You may go.
People over here. Let's go around these two. Get that bug out of my ear.
What fascinating artifacts these stones are. I wonder where they came from.
You want your holy symbol back?
Not until the last of the stones has been destroyed. Only one remains as far as I can tell.
This one's eyes.
Something's happened. The spirits appear to be growing docile again.
What do you mean?
You've done it. The madness has left them, and the ancestral spirits are at peace. I can still sense residual necromantic energy, so be careful. The stones were powerful. We may feel their influence for some time to come.
Skills. Give it to that. Inventory.
My friend returns. Are the rituals completed? Are the priestesses safe?
Yes, my queen.
That's a relief. Thank you. Now comes the tricky bit. The final ritual must take place inside the ancestral tombs, where, I would imagine, the most powerful dead dwell. If I am to be queen, I must look fear in the face and conquer it. How can I ask my people to have faith in me if I don't have faith in myself?
Then my place is at your side.
I was a warrior before I became queen. I can handle myself. But you're determined, and I know you're foolhardy enough. I would welcome your company.
It would be my honor.
I can handle myself. I was a warrior long before I became a queen.
Your Majesty, let me come with you.
I swear to God, I just heard something whisper, "No one knows my pain." That was creepy as fuck.
I should warn you, 3 coins say Norian is down in the crypts.
You sure?
Well, no. But to control these spirits so completely, he'd have to be close. The crypt is a winding complex with plenty of places for quiet spellcasting.
Are you ready to face him?
I'm prepared for anything. If he's sided with this veiled queen, he's a traitor. That means we end him here and now. Are you with me?
After you, my queen. This one is ready for a path. I am tainted in the blood of Ottoman vampires.
You are no fool. You are a spoiled child. Give up this charade and let the veiled queen lead off.
I'm glad you're down here, my friend.
Oh my god, sneaky's not gonna be possible while I'm with her, is it?
Ambush! Watch yourself.
The things I endure for my people.
Where are you going? Oh, resetting.
The ancestors have forsaken you.
My sword is thirsty.
Foolish girl. Our people will never name you that queen.
Destroy that crystal over there. I'll take out the crystal by the door.
Just because you're not flesh and blood does not mean I can beat you. Where'd she go? Oh, why was the door missing? I thought you were going to destroy this crystal, man. Oh, you're alive.
The veiled queen will lead us.
It feels good to draw my sword again. There's no time for sightseeing.
But this one likes to steal things from old
Why
dead people.
struggle, Iran? This can only end one way.
I feel the ancestors guiding me.
Are they attacking us?
Beyond this door lies the ancestral chamber at the very heart of Tenzelwa. If I complete the ritual and receive the ancestors' blessing, the people will finally accept me as King Tamlian's heir.
Damn.
I serve the Veil. She is our true.
True orcs do not use swords.
Wow, you hit crap.
Norian got what he deserved. Time this ritual. May the ancestors bless us with their wisdom and protection.
The ancestors honor your prayers. May the light of the Eight bless you and guide you.
Let your reign be long and peaceful.
It's finished. Let's get out of this dark place. Follow me.
Ancient grapes. Good for making ancient grape wine.
The ancestral spirits appear to be at rest, but we've no way of knowing if the necromantic energy has dissipated completely. Tread carefully.
You risked everything to help me. I won't forget it.
Meantime, my queen.
You're too modest. Thank you, my brave and noble friend. Go carefully on the roads, my friend. You're a valuable resource to the Dominion. And me, of course.
Do you have a moment for questions, Your Majesty?
Of course, my friend. Our little adventure here has brought up a few questions of my own.
Are you worried about any of the other courtiers?
Worried about them turning like Norian? I don't believe so. Norian was old guard and never very fond of me. Most of the others awaiting us on the road honestly won't change.
How do we deal with the veiled inheritance?
Outright traitors like Norian we end, no question. The problem is that traitors like Norian are only fanning the flame. If I can't win over my people, the Heritance will be dealing with me instead of the other way round.
What do you do now?
We have dozens of stops along the road, speaking at farms and holdfasts. My next big event is in Skywatch, I believe. They're throwing a festival, and I'm to make a public appearance with my sister-in-law, Estri.
Who we just saw on the road. You and she aren't close.
There's no love lost there, no. My brother took the news of my return fairly well, all things considered. I'm not sure his wife has it in her to be as forgiving. She wanted to be queen.
One day, over a drink, you must tell me what happened down there. For now, the Queen's safety is my primary concern.
What now about the reef?
Razum Dar has been investigating threads in the Veiled Heritance plot. We think he's caught a break in Matissan, and he could use some help. Head up there and lend him a hand, will you?
Yes, sir. Okay, guys, I do believe that brings today's episode to an end. We are at 3.5 hours, which is a good time. Let's go find some light to stand in. The spirits are peaceful, so once you clear out this place, it's a nice place to hang. You just know that people who haven't finished this will be fighting the spirits and may get you involved. But it's a large area, actually, a large ruin. This is an Ayleid ruin, I believe. You can see the elven architects here. A bit heavier stone and less flair about it. Very Ayleid. What did he just say? The ghosts actually sound quite creepy. But that is our end for the day. Now, for the upcoming week, unfortunately, I have been enlisted starting tomorrow to work at 4 hours earlier than I am allotted to on my tarned thing that says I can work 6 a.m. earliest. They just ignore. Alright, ignore it. Alright, ignore me. So today is the 19th. And we definitely will not be playing this evening because I have to get to bed at least somewhat early time. Probably be to bed by 8. At least by 8. Just so I can get some sleep. Of course, that's if I do get sleep. I'll probably just be awake for 24 hours. Okay, who gives a fuck? I do want to play. I probably won't play tomorrow evening. I'll probably be too dead. Wednesday, however, I have the day off, and then I work 2:30 again. So since sometime Wednesday after I wake up, we'll have another run, probably with ESO. Just so I can play some more. We'll probably get in with our Orc Lady, because she's the next one up on the list. Next time we return to the Dominion, we actually might be taking a break from the main Dominion line, because I want to get him his assassin. There's an assassin move I absolutely love, where you just sneak up and slit throats, and it's my favorite move of the entire game, just because it's so brutal. And since this is my assassin, I kind of want that to happen. Be his thing. Oh, don't turn dark. We're talking. So yeah, I wonder if I can actually do that. Hold on, I'm gonna check something real quick. What would be social emotes? Is there a Neil? Neil. Yeah, I want that actually. I'm gonna book this aside. I he'll be doing too much, so I cannot do this. Don't have to worry about it like freaking going on me. I hear my cat purring, by the way, but I have no idea where he's gone to. The cat, I hear meowing and purring, but he's God knows where because he's a cat. In a tree or something. Anyway, so this upcoming week, tomorrow's a no. Not at all. No gaming. Wednesday, yes, whenever I wake up. That said, I may wake up early. I wake up in midday. We'll get at least 3 hours of play in before I have to go to sleep around 8 again. Thursday's a no. Friday's a likely no, unless I do a late evening one if I can, but likely just a no. Saturday, I have off. And of course, I'll be with my son, but in the morning, we'll get a 3-hour thing off, or we may actually hit, Saturday, we'll probably hit some more Fortnite. So I'll have to get some Fortnite stuff going there. Sunday is a no. Well, no, Sunday morning may be a yes, so you may be on Sunday morning. Monday morning is a yes, most likely. Tuesday morning, a yes. Wednesday and Thursday is a no again, because 4 a.m. shifts, because why the fuck not? Friday, 1 p.m. So Friday morning, me most likely, if I'm not too dead. If I wake up too late, that'll be a no for Friday morning, by the way. Saturday and Sunday next week, yes. So it will be off and on, mostly mornings, no evening plays. Again, sorry about the Let's Plays. There's lots. I want to finish FF7, but right now the PS4 is set to the side to make room for the PS5. And that'll be a while. Spider-Man, I don't think we're going to return to... we may return to Spider-Man. I don't know. I took it off the PS5 to make room. Because right now the PS5 has way too much little room. And I want to main this. I want this to be my main. I love freaking Elder Scrolls. It's probably my favorite series of all time, to tell you the truth. I apologize, Silent Hill, but you've been abandoned anyway. And just the lore and the grandeur of it from the first game on, it's just so amazing. And I love Khajiit to death. Khajiit is my favorite race in here, totally. Just a heads up, when I do become a vampire, we won't look like this anymore. We have kind of this gray Jonas on. Every Khajiit that becomes a vampire loses its darkness in its fur and becomes whiter. So you'll see me become extremely white in looks. But that won't happen for another 20 levels. What am I, 10? 13. So yeah, about 20 levels. Let's see, what else do I have? I have a skill point. Assassin master. 100% stun from sneak. Nice. Good, good. So yes, next time we turn to this cat, we'll be definitely entering the Dark Brotherhood Guild. I do need to see if that's in the collection that you can buy or not. So let's go see what this says real quick. Also, my eye is like crooked, but whatever. Makes it look more natural, I guess. Yeah, hope it just does not sell. I need salesman next time I'm on here. So real quick, the Crown Store popped up on me earlier, so let's just go to the store itself. Bundle detail. This one. Preview. Moongrave. You used to learn the Moongrave Fane crafting style. It also teaches equivalent Moongrave base Fane outfit. I'm assuming this is a Khajiit style. That freaking looks cool. I almost think it's more of a mage thing though. Stags of Zin. Oh. Daedric, maybe? Or Iliad? I don't know what this is. It's cool looking. They could improve the inscriptions. Sun's Fire. Sun's Fire sounds familiar. Oh, I am a priest. None of those are something I would do. Dragon Priest Mask. Ooh, we know that one. Preview. Oh, that looks different than the ones I usually see. They're usually white. If you ever played Skyrim, the Dragon Priests are very familiar to you. Forged Dragon Priest Mask. Nice. One idea of a dark. Actually, it's kind of cool. Terror Gleam. Some mixture between the two, it looks like. Interesting. Very interesting. Renegade Dragon Priest. Sure, Dragon Priests were evil, overlords who ruled mortals in the name of Terra and Cordova, but excuse me, what fashion sense they had. Now you can adopt appearance of a Renegade Dragon Priest from Scale Color. Dragon Priest armor or something. The fox we've already seen, but I don't know if you've seen actually. Pickle fox, right? Anyway, we were looking at... Why do they have that? Ooh, Dark Brotherhood, Imperial City, Thieves Guild, and Orsinium. Yeah, I'm glad I checked that out. So, purchase? Open? Wait, how much do I need for it? I need 4,000 crowns. Okay, purchase? Open. You should go into blank here, hopefully. That just leaves it all on the screen. Cool. I need 4,000. 4,000. And 3,000 to 5,000 anyway. So that's about $40 for 4 DLCs. Not bad. Not terrible. Confirm purchase. Thank you. So with that, what I do? Just happened. Hold on. You know what's going to happen? I need to exit. Let me log out. And log back in. It better have worked, otherwise I would have woods with Bethesda Cinema It's in it, whatever. It's probably gonna block y'all here in a minute.